Oh. Everybody now. Back together. Back together again. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's JKJ, Denver's Mix 100. Back together again after a so-so weekend, I guess. For me, at least. But yeah, we're ready to kick some butts. Monday morning, let's have some fun. Last week of March, right? Is that right?
What? Oh my gosh, the last week of March.
Let me see. Last full week.
Together.
Yeah.
Look at that. Good God, it's almost time to put the tree back up.
Oh,
Gross.
Don't miss all the fun stuff
almost
in
time to-
between. You just skipped over summer.
No, it's time to get your letters ready for Santa.
No.
It's almost April. My
I'm not
God.
there yet.
Hey, we've got another flight number for you today with our code play for Coldplay. We'll be doing that at 8:10. And Fast 5 today at 7:25, where if you're a parent looking for a fun night out, you're going to want to play Fast 5 this week because we're giving away tickets to Disney on Ice.
What?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I've been waiting for this.
Have you? You've been waiting for this?
I love anything on ice. I actually saw my kid to go see High School Musical on ice once, and that was so much fun. Like, we had a blast.
What a funny thing to say. I enjoy anything on ice.
I do.
Anything on ice.
It is for whatever reason.
Margaritas?
Watch it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's always my chosen one.
I
over
spent
the rocks.
much of my life on the ice as a child,
Yeah,
and that's
same.
one thing I never saw was Disney on Ice.
Never?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No, I was playing
Yeah,
hacky.
we've been to it a couple times.
I
with
grew
the
up in
kids.
It
North
sounds
Dakota,
awesome.
so everything's on nice. So I think that it's just this kind of just travels into that. But I love Disney on Ice. You're gonna win a great prize this
It's a good
week.
prize.
Yeah, it's a biggie this
Yay.
week.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
all week with JKJ. How was your weekend, you guys?
So good.
Was it so good?
Yeah.
I was sick all day yesterday. I'll give you a heads up. I
Yeah.
feel like arse today.
Yeah, you said that you
I
were not feeling it.
Was truly in bed like the entire day yesterday. I popped up a couple times to do a couple little miscellaneous things. I had to throw a couple posts on Facebook for the show. Went downstairs for dinner, but then it was like, man, the rest of the day I was dead, and I still feel it. Just like zero energy, just
Super
head
tired.
pounding, so tired, man.
And you got it from your
Something.
kid.
I think it
which-
was from Lila because she's been
Yeah.
sick for about a week. Or Saturday, which I was feeling fine. We went to Skate City and went roller skating. Maybe I got it there. I
That
don't know.
looked fun.
It was
I
good. It
love
was
Skate
open
City.
skate, but there was a ton of kids there because it was SpongeBob Day.
I was gonna say you had SpongeBob and Patrick.
What are the odds of that? Because didn't we play that song on
did.
Friday?
I did. I was telling Nicole, I was like, what are the odds?
I was so jealous because we were really like living in a
We were-
pineapple
yeah.
under the sea last week, and then you're like, "Look who I got to hang out
I
with!"
know, I
Like,
was
how
jealous
do you
too.
rate? That's not
I
fair.
posted a picture on our socials if you want to see it. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram and Facebook, and I put on there, living my best life or something stupid like that.
so funny.
It was me and Patrick and SpongeBob.
That was such a
Patrick.
good pick. Yes.
Before we dive into what you guys did, I will tell you that I was able to catch up on a lot of TV this weekend because I wasn't feeling good. We knocked out 2 movies from Nick Nack's list of movies that I've never seen and she's going to make me watch.
Okay.
First one was Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
I've never seen Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
And I'm such a huge Adam Sandler fan. I finally sat down and watched it. I was like, we probably should since the new one's coming out on Netflix here in a
Yes.
month or whatever. It was good. It was fine.
Well, yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's so
Fine.
stupid.
So I've never seen
No.
it either.
It's-
and
you'd like it. It's all
literally
hockey-based.
golf and hockey, right?
golf and
Yes.
hockey, so you would
So
love it,
I need
buddy.
to watch it because I've never seen it. And with the second one coming
It's
out
so
with the
bad.
actors that I know or the golfers that I know,
It's
Yeah.
so
I
bad.
need to watch it for sure.
Yeah, but things
They
that
did not know
aren't-
how to end the movie either.
But things that aren't realistic in sports kind of make Josh mad, I've realized. So I don't know if
Yeah.
he'll love it because Happy Gilmore takes a hockey approach to golf.
Well, like the people that love the Mighty
Yeah.
Ducks, like that movie
Knuckle
was
puck.
the worst movie. Like the
We
flying
were-
V. I was like, I grew up playing hockey. You
What do you
don't
mean the
do that.
Quack, quack,
No.
quack,
quack, quack.
Dumbest thing
quack.
I've ever seen, and I was like, I
I
couldn't get
love
behind it.
So good.
Oh,
But I do like
yes.
Adam Sandler though, Jer. So I think I might.
Well,
like it.
you will find it completely ridiculous.
No, it's such a good movie.
It's pretty good though. It's fun. And then she made me watch 10 Things I Hate About You.
Another
Oh my
Another one
classic.
I've never seen. I've never
know-
seen
Did you
it.
cry at the end?
Yeah.
No, another one I thought like, what is the appeal?
You didn't
You
like
didn't
when
like
he
it?
sang at the end and stuff, did his little dance? Like, you weren't a fan of
I
that?
love you, baby.
Baby.
Come on.
No?
I think my
Didn't
quote
do it
was,
for you?
he's better as the Joker.
Oh, he is, yes. But he's a
He was-
good at. Like, look at his range.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
and that's
it was
where,
fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. Like,
Oh,
I don't,
I like
like,
that.
she's like in love with that movie. I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Well, and again,
All right.
you have to think about it in the perspective of we saw it in the 90s.
She watched it as a high schooler, probably,
like,
right?
back in the 90s, that movie was everything.
So we looked it up, and I will
because-
tell you, it came out in 99, and I
Yeah.
enjoyed watching that because I graduated high school in 98. So, like,
Yeah.
I was like, this was high school,
before
you know?
cell phones.
And I made that comment. I was
Yeah.
like, look at this, not a cell phone in sight
love
in this
those
movie.
movies.
You probably are her Heath Ledger. That's the
Yes.
thing. You're
Is
the
that
guy,
what it is?
You're the guy that she
Oh.
fell
Yeah,
in love
right.
with.
Yeah, right.
I think, no, Nick Nack made Jer cool. I don't think.
I was
'cause
not cool,
remember in
buddy.
that movie,
I was not cool.
He was the
Yeah.
bad boy.
I was that nerdy guy.
Yeah, in the movie, he made her cool, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Nick Nack.
Yeah, she made me
ups
cool,
your
buddy.
cred a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I was super dork,
yeah.
super
Street
dork.
cred.
She does. Your
I finished.
all-around
Oh, I
cred.
finished season 1 of White Lotus too.
Okay.
I
So
like
I'm
that
on
show.
it.
It was good.
Yes.
You know what?
And
Okay, it's
see?
growing on me.
And it's fun because the next season will be a whole new cast of characters with some, people returning as well.
Okay.
But it's like a whole new show.
It is.
Like,
Okay.
it's neat how it works like that. Like,
And I
All
can't
right.
remember.
it's
Did
really-
season 1 have Sydney Sweeney?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, because I was
Yeah.
like, season 2 is like big Sydney Sweeney.
Yes.
Oh,
But
she
I
comes
I
back?
couldn't- yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if
Okay.
And
Hey.
Jennifer Coolidge.
And Jennifer
also
Coolidge
Okay.
comes back. And I
She's
think
my favorite.
I
She's
think
my
you
favorite.
posted about this over the weekend. I think you did. So I'm not ruining anything, but Uncle Rico makes an appearance in it.
Yeah.
Yes, he's in the first one.
Oh, he's in the
He's
first
in the
one?
first
I forgot
season.
about that. Okay,
He's in
so
the
he's
first
in the second
season.
one
Yes.
too.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as I was watching, I was like, "Is that Uncle Rico from
It sure
Napoleon
is.
Dynamite?
He looks like
totally
so
different.
different. Yeah.
So different." And the guy pooping in the suitcase. I mean,
Oh.
come on, come on.
That was interesting.
I forgot about that
Yeah.
part. Oh my god.
And I think season 2 opens up with a nice little pee ding ding, right?
Oh, not
right
again.
to start
I
with.
know.
Not
So,
again.
Get ready for that.
Yeah,
though.
a
That
lot of male
frontal
nudity. Yeah, a lot of male frontal nudity.
A lot of it.
But anyway, a lot of TV this weekend for me.
Yeah.
I was down and out.
Are
so-
you feeling better, or is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want to
good.
curl up in a ball on the floor right now and die.
Oh, buddy. And now I'm nervous as my throat's
I
scratchy.
I know
No.
Josh has been hacking up all day here.
We're like,
boy.
we need to take some vitamin C.
Just like a real
and
family, we spread the sickness
We
here as
sure
well. so.
do.
Katie,
We
what'd you
sure
do this weekend? Anything
I
good?
actually, I just want to point out that I don't have an animal right now. I don't have a dog. And when I see dogs out in the open, I get really excited now because I'm like, oh my gosh, let me pet you. Let me just get my dog fixed right now. And I did that to a dog this weekend, and then he straight up peed all over me. And so.
Oh, that
That's
just
a
means
sign
he
of
likes
love.
you.
That's a sign
know.
of love.
No, I walked up to this dog and I was like, "Oh, Bobby, you're so cute," and he peed from my top of my pants all the way down to my shoes. Like,
Dog's
got
he
some
didn't
distance.
miss It
It was a
know.
Pomeranian.
I was like, no, it was a big dog. I was just like really surprised, and then I don't probably want a dog for another year. Like that's my
Yeah.
new thing.
Why did
is
he do that?
I love dogs. I needed my fix, but then I got peed on, and
Whose
I was
dog was
like,
this?
I don't miss that. It was my friend's dog. So we were over at her house, and he's this dog is the cutest, most adorable dog you will ever see. He looks like a bowl of cookies and cream ice cream. Like he's just so cool looking, right? And he is the naughtiest dog. Like I don't know what
Sounds
happened
like
to this
it.
dog.
Or he's got a wicked fetish.
They have tried. They have brought this dog to training. They have paid extra money for people, like individual people, to come train this dog, and he's just not having it. I feel like in his head all the time he just hears YOLO, like he's just running. Like that's this dog, and so
Who do I get to pee
I
on?
walked up to him thinking, "Oh my God, you're adorable. I just want to give you a hug," and he's like, "Remember me?" Pee all over you, and I'm like, yeah,
Dang.
now I remember what dog you are. Now
He's
I
into it.
remember.
He
so,
is into it.
So there was that, but there was also one other thing that happened to me this weekend that I wanted to tell you guys about, because I told you last week how I went to go buy chicken and that didn't
Yes.
work
Yeah.
out. I left it
You
at the
left
store
it,
accidentally. Well, I went to the grocery store to go buy some stuff for enchiladas this weekend, and I walk up to the self-checkout, ready to buy everything. I have under 10 items. I am ready to go. Self-checkout. All of a sudden, the lady is like, hey, I can check you out over here. And I was like, okay, let me go to you. So I'm in this checkout line, and she's ringing up all my stuff. And the chicken that I got was buy one, get one free, right? And so I'm looking at the total on the screen, and my total after she says, okay, you owe me $45. I was like, wait a minute. That chicken was buy one, get one free. It should only be $35, right? And she's like, oh, Well, hold on. She's got to bring out her shopper thing, the weekly shopper, and she looks through that. Then she's looking on her app and everything. Meanwhile, remember, I was going to go to the self-checkout. Now there's a whole line of people behind me. They're getting mad because then she has to call her manager over. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
All this for chicken.
This is taking so long. The manager comes over and she was like, oh yeah, it is buy one, get one. She adds on to my bill and she's like, that'll be $65. And I was like,
It just went
Wait
up.
a
wait a minute. That's not fair. And I'm looking at the cashier like, hey, you remember it was only $45. How is it now $65? You know? And I'm like, hoping that she sees me and she's like, I want to help you out here. And she doesn't. And the manager's like getting mad at me. And she's like, do you want me to just take everything off and start it over? I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
I kind of
Kind
do.
of.
Yes, I kinda
You're
do.
charging me $20 extra for this, you know? So anyway, long story short.
Too
really
late.
Long story short.
Well,
I'm sorry.
long story
I'm
long.
sorry. But yeah, like I ended up walking out of this place, but everybody was mad at me. The people behind me, the manager. But when I had my receipt at the end, I'm like, do you see that I paid $35 for this? In the beginning, like that's what I wanted, and you guys wanted me to pay $65. Like I walked out of there thinking I was so crazy, and all I had to keep telling
are.
myself in my head was, "Let them,
Let
them think you're
them.
crazy.
It's the
Oh,
book.
gosh.
You
Let
saved
them.
$30. They wanted to charge you $30 more than what you walked out of there
Well,
paying.
you can't
so
have that. You gotta-
let
yeah,
them.
you gotta-
You have to stand up for yourself at that point.
Yeah, why would
right?
you do that?
You have to, but
You would.
they were looking at me like, why don't you just pay the $65? Even
You're
the
like,
people behind me,
no.
I'm like,
Welcome
really?
to Lone Tree.
Really?
Welcome to
no,
Lone
that's
Tree
not
where
happening.
it doesn't
Like,
matter.
Oh my gosh, it was just.
They throw on an extra $20 just cause.
I
Yeah,
know,
Lone Tree.
exactly.
It's the Lone Tree fee.
the
Price of
Katie.
living there.
tax. Oh my goodness! But anyway,
You better go back to like pork.
I know. I don't know
No,
what
you
it
can't
is
buy
with me and
chicken.
chicken lately. Like it's a
No
chicken
more chicken
curse,
for you.
for sure.
No
Like,
more chicken for
It's
you.
just insane. But anyway,
Well, there you go. There's your little weekend recap, chicken and all, with JKJ here at Denver's Mix 100. All right, we've got a trending report coming up here in just a few minutes. A lot of local stuff's going to be popping and trending, including some kangaroo updates and a big concert's coming to town. We'll tell you which one coming up here at Denver's Mix 100. First check of traffic. Go ahead, Aaron. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. We'll have another flight number for you coming up at 8:10 today for our code play for Coldplay, where we're sending a couple lucky listeners off to Miami to go see one of the biggest bands of all time. It's Coldplay, so that'll be coming up at 8:10. And don't forget, before that, at 7:25, we'll have another version of Fast 5 today with some Disney on Ice tickets up for grabs. So got a jam-packed full show. I think I'm going to make it through it. I'm sick AF today, but
You got this.
we shall fight through.
Come on, we've got hot
You might
tea.
find me laying on the floor a little bit later.
No.
We'll see. Last full week of March, too. We were just talking about, man, April is just jam-packed for me. It's like there are so many birthdays in April for me, including Katy Cat's.
My birthday!
But already, like, every weekend is full. Every weekday has a dot on my calendar. April's gonna suck, bro.
Yeah, it's
It's too much.
It's a busy month for me too, actually. I was looking at things that starting this weekend, actually, the last weekend of March. I've got big party next weekend. We've got a lot of stuff. It's just going.
What do you want for your birthday?
Health and happiness.
No, I know, right? I just want everyone to be happy.
Actually,
No.
it's so funny.
When
Katy
is
was the
it?
one that looked at me sideways when I said, "Oh, do you expect something for your birthday?" And she
I
goes,
know. I was
"Well,
like,
you better
I
give me
know,
something."
like,
a little
at
bit."
least a burrito. You know me.
I was like, oh,
at
geez.
least
Why do I not
make
have it in my
a good
calendar?
day.
What day is your birthday?
It's the
the
3rd.
12th."
No.
13? Oh, there it is. Oh, you're on Palm Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
It
look
is
at
on Palm
you.
Sunday
All
this
right.
year.
Well, then you want us to bring something the 14th?
Probably.
Oh,
Yep.
all
Yep.
right,
That
Jared.
works. Yeah. Or Friday if you want to beat them.
Oh, you know what? I might do Friday.
Before-
It's my birthday
beforehand.
month.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I know,
like
the
doing
whole
things
month.
after.
I'm celebrating the whole month, actually, so I will take your gift whenever.
All right. Well, it's in my calendar, so
Okay,
I'll just
good.
add it
April
to the
30th.
other 50 that I have next month.
All
So,
right. There we go.
Very good.
I'm
Hey,
one
before
of
you get
many.
into all the local trending stuff, can I play you something?
Yeah.
Please
do.
See if you can guess who this is. He's got a brand new song that was just released. It's called Ask. People are loving it.
Are they? I don't like it.
I was just joking about that. Everybody
Is that
hates
Billy
it.
Ray Cyrus?
That's Billy Ray
It's like, I'm not going to ask for
What
that.
is that?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Sounds like he has
He's
emphysema.
singing in whisper.
I know.
I don't have much longer to live.
Yeah, it sounds like he was struggling.
It's not good.
Oh.
Right?
What is that?
No.
Ooh.
The dude can't sing anymore.
No.
What's
No.
going on with him?
He ruined his voice. That's so sad.
I don't want to bring
Too many cigarettes.
anything political up, but he was one of the artists that sang at the Donald Trump inauguration thing.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
He
Oh,
was
and everybody was like, "What?"
horrendous.
It's so bad.
Even his daughter said, "Dad, get help." Do you
Yeah.
remember that? One
Well,
of the daughters
even
was like, "Get help."
Even he knew it was bad. He's like, "Hey, you want to sing it for me?"
Yes, he
You
did.
guys go ahead.
everybody
yeah.
now.
Yeah, like
what
even.
happened to him?
Oh, that's pretty
Wow.
bad.
I'd have to hear the whole song because I have a feeling it'll grow on you. But just that little snippet's like,
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. That can grow somewhere else.
Anyway,
Billy Ray's
trending this morning, y'all.
He sounds like
goodness.
Billy Ray.
I know he,
does,
sounds like
I
he's
know.
sick. He's been in bed all day too. Yeah.
All right, what's going on locally?
Well, we have this story actually that's kind of shocking. I'm sure you've seen video of it. It's happened in Centennial right here in Colorado, but a man walks up to a porch and steals a package right off the porch. I mean, that's nothing new, but what is shocking is he has a kid with him. He has a kid with
a little
him
sidekick, a
as
little
he
wingman.
walks up to this place that's being recorded. I mean, it's all on video, and you can hear the kid in there say, "You're the one stealing them, though." So this kid is actually caught on camera saying this, and it's so sad because the story itself, they talked to the parents at the home whose package was stolen, and they're expecting their first baby. That package was one of the gifts for the baby. And so
It was a
it's
wipe
just-
warmer.
It's so sad though to think that I mean, when you think about the entire situation, like those soon-to-be parents just saw a dad use his kid to steal a package. I mean,
Pretty sad, isn't it?
How
Pretty
sad is
sad.
that? And even, they interviewed the soon-to-be dad, and he was like, that's one thing I'm not going to be teaching my kid. You
Well, do
know?
people
Like,
not realize that
definitely won't be doing that.
everybody has a Ring cam now?
Yeah,
Everybody.
I mean, come
there are
on.
cameras everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's your porch or someone else's. Like, they have the wide-angle Ring cams. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand how people just think they're going to get away with this.
Absolutely. And
Especially when you bring little Timmy along with you to go,
Oh,
all right, Dad, let's go
Yeah,
skiing
you got to
today."
send little Timmy up so it looks
Gosh.
like the kid
well,
just took it.
There you
Right?
go.
That's how you do it.
Thankfully, he didn't make the kid take the package, which, I mean, I don't know if you can look at any kind
The
of
bright side is.
bright side
That
in this
is.
situation. But just a really, and you're right, Josh, like people are going to see this guy, people are going to report him. And
What
what
is
kind
that?
of lesson is that teaching that poor kid? At least the kid knew it was wrong because you hear the kid on camera say, "You're stealing them, though." So
Yeah.
it's just kind of
Well,
a sad
that's
story.
horrible.
It's a very sad story.
That
And I'm
is
sure
sad.
you've seen the video floating around news. It's all over today. Here's some
I
good...
do want to know what
Oh,
they
go
ordered,
ahead.
though.
What they ordered
Yeah.
for the baby?
Yeah.
It probably was a wipe warmer or something
Probably.
like that. A boppy pillow.
It was a big
Boppy.
box that
Yeah,
they took.
it was,
Diaper
yeah.
genie.
It was a big enough
Diaper
box
genie
where
for
it's
sure.
box for that.
something. And baby stuff it's not cheap.
Baby stuff
Pretty
ain't cheap.
expensive. This is actually a good story coming out of Colorado, though, in terms of I-70. And we've talked about it, all the traffic on I-70, semis getting in an accident and shutting down the whole interstate, costing us all kinds of money. Well, an old conductor, Brad Swartzwelter, he helped create the Winter Park train.
Old Brad
If you remember-
Swartzwelter,
yeah,
huh?
so he's got some
He's
thoughts.
an iconic train conductor.
He is, and he's got some thoughts on the I-70 issue, and I actually love this. He talks about having a train that would take the semis across the mountain range. So trucks would stop in Denver or Grand Junction. They would load the semi-truck onto a train.
Sure.
And then that driver would just sleep. It would take about 9 hours to get from point A to point
Okay.
B, depending
So
on
they
which
just
direction
park
you're
it on the
coming.
train.
You just park it on the train. You get a solid 8 or 9 hours of sleep. You wake up when they get on the other side,
not
and
a
then
bad
you go
idea.
about your way. They already do this in places like Austria, and they have saved so
Ooh,
much
Austria.
money. And so they're saying that the biggest expense is going to be about $300 million on either side to have these big truck and train terminals.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be the biggest spending point. But they're saying after a couple years, this is going to pay for itself. We've talked
It's
about
a good idea.
We've talked about how much money it costs us when the interstate gets closed. I imagine.
Yeah, we talked about it, the $100 million last year alone.
every hour, right?
Every
Or
hour. Yeah, it was like
it's
$1 million every hour or whatever.
Yeah,
And it
every
happened
hour.
99 times, which is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
So you'd think $300 million, yeah, this is going to pay for itself. But I just think it's a great idea because obviously something needs to get done. I mean, if you go up into the ski traffic on the weekend, you know.
Can you
it's
imagine?
A parking
Any
lot.
weekend, honestly.
It's
Yeah.
I know
a parking lot.
ski traffic
Summer
really
too.
sucks.
Yeah.
But can you imagine
Man.
driving on I-70 and not seeing a single semi-truck?
That'd be crazy.
Be dreamy.
That'd be insane.
They scare me. They really
do.
scare
Especially
me.
going down the
Yeah.
or right after the Eisenhower Tunnel.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, anytime you have to pass them, it's an event.
I
It
zip
is.
by. Nicole's
Yeah.
like, go, 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 go.
Oh Lord
Yeah.
Jesus, here we go.
No, I don't think anybody likes passing the semis on
Nope.
I-70. So hopefully this is something that can happen sooner.
That's a good idea.
rather than later. I think so as
I'm
well.
sure the
not?
truckers will love it too because they get to sleep.
They get a break.
They could
That's
totally
what
get a
My
break.
dad used to drive truck, and he would say the mountains are the most treacherous. Like, and
Absolutely.
it's so hard to sleep because you're white knuckling over the pass. I mean, I think about that. I get a little anxious when I drive just my car. I can't imagine a big 18-wheeler around those mountains.
Then you lose your brakes and you got to
Oh
hit one of those
my
truck
gosh.
ramps.
Yeah,
and-
with the payload that you have too.
Oh,
I mean,
boy,
that's-
look at us talking trucks and
My
semis.
goodness.
Look at us
18
talking
wheels.
payload this morning.
Well, and I don't mean to bring it down here in the
Oh,
studio,
here we go.
but
Here we
no,
go.
the Rammies lost last
Oh, the
night after a very
Rammies.
impressive run. I mean, even that game last night against Maryland, they were leading a good portion of it.
That was
and
a
that
travel.
Final score was just 72-71. Jeremy, they had a good
I was
chance
in
to
bed.
win
Well, and the
that
Terps
game.
are the Terps were number 4 in the
Yeah.
nation. They were ranked number 4, so that was a huge deal for the CSU Rammies. There was like 3.6 or whatever seconds left on the clock, and they scored a huge 3, and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, the Rams are going to make it to the Sweet 16 as the 12 seed. They're going to make it to the Sweet 16, and then they didn't, and it broke my heart because CSU, obviously Mountain West schools are small and they don't necessarily make it deep into the huge March Madness run. So to see that, I was very excited, and then they crushed my dreams.
Yeah,
So
it was a little sad.
I'm sorry, buddy.
it was a bummer, man. That's
You gonna be all right
that's my
today?
school. I
Oh,
honestly
I
don't know.
know.
We're
It'll be
taking it minute by
okay.
minute here, but
It's gonna be all right, Josh.
it was a game of inches, Jer, and they came up with
Game
a
of
few shorts.
inches.
Just a
Too
little
short.
short.
Here we go.
But
There it is.
again, not the right one, but
NCAA.
you know what? They gave us a great season.
They did.
Go Rammies.
They did,
Yes.
and before that, they won 11 in a row to get there. It was a huge deal. Nico Medved, heck of a coaching
Great
job.
coach.
Yeah,
Great coach.
Nick
So
Clifford, those guys. They
Yes.
crushed it. It was good.
Look at you name dropping.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know the man who won $1 million on St. Patrick's Day? You
Was
drop his name
the
too.
Pueblo guy?
It was a Pueblo guy.
Yes,
We
this guy's a
actually-
jerk.
We talked about it last week. He won
Man,
that
lucky
ticket
guy.
in Pueblo. But here's the thing. Colorado's really lucky with the lottery lately. I wanted to point out 4 other people won in the Centennial State. One person in Denver won $2 million back on March 19th.
What?
Yeah. Also
Were
someone
these
in,
scratchers or Powerballs?
this one was the Powerball, I believe.
Okay.
So just not matching that last number. I think a lot of them just
Oh,
getting
can
the
you
5
imagine
and
get 'em
not
all, but
matching
not
the
that
Powerball.
last
That's
one?
what happened to the guy in Pueblo.
But you still won $1 million if you do that?
Yeah, so you still win $1 million. If you
Still
get
not bad,
all
right?
5
Still
numbers,
life
know that.
changing.
but not the Powerball.
Life-changing.
Someone in Longmont won $100,000, and then the week before that, there was a $1 million in Loveland and a $100,000 winner in Rangeley. So if you're
What?
feeling
Jeez.
lucky, go out there.
I
get
am
yourself-
feeling lucky.
Get yourself a ticket. Looks like Colorado's a good place to
Well,
live right now.
We should all throw in $5 and go buy some Powerballs.
Let's do
Let's
that.
do it.
I love doing that.
I
You
won
do?
$54 from
Who
the
do we
the
trust
ticket
holding
the other
on to
day.
it, though?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I trust Katie.
I think I
She'd
would
be
probably
so
trust
excited.
Katie.
She'd be so
Okay.
excited. She'd text us right away.
I would.
Yeah.
Guess how much
Whereas
we won so much money.
Josh
Jamie and I would be
bounce.
like, I don't know if we won.
I know.
Hey,
Josh
I
would
lost
be
that
the-
ticket.
Yeah.
I sure did, but I'm also
When I gave it back to
in
the people.
Cancun.
Yeah, you'd have to hold on
Oh
to it
my
for us.
gosh. Okay, so there's an update on the kangaroo story that we had last week.
Well, bounce
Remember?
on into it.
Thank you so
Ah.
much. Just hop right into it. So the Kangaroo Ranch in Wheat Ridge, the city's kind of, I don't know if they're messing with the owners because I don't know the whole story, but the owners say that they're not breaking any laws or operating illegally, but the city of Wheat Ridge is saying you need a special exotic animals permit to have this place running. So they've had the Kangaroo Ranch up since the beginning of March, but then I guess as of Friday, they had to shut it down for a little bit while the owners get their paperwork in order. But just a little bit of a snag
I
in
got
the
a question
story.
for you.
Yes.
Did we bring that on?
I
them?
think it was all the media attention about the Kangaroo Ranch.
And they're like,
where-
whoa, 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 how many
the cops-
kangaroos do they
The cops
have?
were like, wait a minute.
You
And
have
then,
80?
the Wheat Ridge cops are like, oh, this is Wheat. Well, we better do
better
something
get on
about
this.
this, right? So I
Sorry,
think it's
guys,
just
that's
they're
us.
trying to have all their T's crossed and their I's dotted.
Well,
type
that's
of thing.
good, and-
That makes sense.
As they
And
should.
Honestly,
so-
these animals aren't in danger.
Exactly.
Just get your paperwork and move on with
the
your life.
owner of the kangaroos, just so you know, there's 2 adult kangaroos and 2 joeys. And so she has them on this big, like 60-acre
How you
ranch
doing? Yeah.
in Wheat Ridge. And then she brings the joeys to her little facility every day. So it's not like they
Come on, Joey.
live in this strip mall. They live out in this
They have land,
beautiful
they're
land.
fine.
And then she brings them in, and she's actually looking at getting even more kangaroos from like the Houston Zoo and stuff, just because the amount of people who want to be cuddled by a kangaroo, there's a lot of them. So she's like, we need more kangaroos. But just a little update on the story.
Wonder what those
Hopefully
run. How much
it'll
does a
be up and
kangaroo
running.
cost?
I don't know. How much
You
does
should
a
look into
kangaroo
that.
cost? All right. I think Josh
get on that,
is
buddy.
Oh, I'm on
it. One more thing. We do want to point out that the Jonas Brothers concert was announced yesterday.
Yeah,
it's
it's a big
Jonas
deal.
20, Living the Dream, Thursday, October 2nd. Back in 2023, they came to Ball Arena. That's when they did their 5 albums back to back. It was
Yeah.
like their big one night only concert.
I can't believe I missed it.
Oh my God. No, here's the thing. The Jonas Brothers have a following that is insane.
Oh, it's massive. I know.
I was getting my hair
I know.
done when that concert was announced, and my hairstylist screamed in my ear so loud
That's
when I told her
awkward.
the Joe Bros were coming to
my
town.
I thought she just saw the color
No,
of your new
I know, right? She's like, oh my God, what I did to
I
your
went
hair.
way too dark.
What did I do to your hair? But yeah, so the Jonas Brothers, those tickets are going to go on sale on Friday. So yeah, fans are pretty excited about
I'm
that
pumped.
Denver,
run.
October 6th?
October 2nd.
Second?
October
Okay.
2nd.
I'm
Yes.
excited, and I'm already
It's a
going to
Thursday.
request some tickets.
You
So
should.
that's my Disney era of my childhood. The Jonas Brothers had a TV show, and also that's when they just got big as a band. And when they totally took a hiatus, and like Joe did his DNCE thing,
Yeah.
like he went to a different band. Love them. Very excited that
You're
they
on your
reunited.
Jonas journey.
Yes.
I am on my. I'm gonna go, man. I think that's awesome. I'm very. By the way, sorry, backtracking a little bit, Jeremy.
What you got?
These kangaroos go for around $2,500 for a male,
That's
and up
it?
to $6,000 for a
bad.
female, though.
I can buy
That's cheaper than a
kangaroo.
Frenchie.
But I
Wait
want to
a
buy
minute.
little Timmy.
I can buy.
You better check
kangaroo.
with your apartment complex,
I
Katie.
should probably know already. I'm
Just don't-
already like,
Katie,
ooh,
They might
purchase
deny
now.
that license.
Buy
with
now.
Can't
you.
get in trouble for what they don't know.
I know. We just
Oh
don't
Fine.
my
tell
God!
them.
No,
This
don't
is
do
my
that.
son, Joey.
No. Put him in little overalls.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you just say, "Oh my
How
gosh,"
cute with that little wig on my kangaroo boy.
He's got a little Slurpee in his pouch.
these kangaroos also like
gosh, I
don't
want
grow
one.
big.
No, the Joeys are so little.
Joeys
These
are small, yeah.
These are not the big Australian on swole kangaroos that
Mikey.
we see.
I want little
he's
Mikey.
Look how
cute.
cute they
Mikey.
are. I want one.
I don't know why
The
women are
JK
so much
Joe
more
show
excited.
does
Like,
not recommend keeping kangaroos in your apartment
No,
complex.
no.
There's your disclaimer.
no, but like women are going for $6,500 and men are going for $2,000.
Like
Well,
truly
because-
less than a Frenchie. Like
Yeah.
Frenchies are like $5,000.
Yeah, Frenchies are way more expensive.
Huh.
I want me
How
a
cute,
kangaroo.
right?
You know, my birthday's right around the corner, guys.
Ah,
I
well, let's
want
pool
me
our
a
money.
kangaroo.
Let's pool our money.
Woo.
Funny.
Could you imagine?
Yes.
Coming to
yes,
work with a
actually.
kangaroo. This is for you.
Now it's my new dream. I can't
Hazel.
wait.
Funny. There you go, guys. There's your local trending report with a lot of kangaroo news this morning with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Coming up at 7, we have PMI. We'll send you on your way to work, to school, wherever you're going this morning with a positive story, a minus story, and something interesting. That'll be coming up at 7. Right now, let's do some traffic. together, back together, back together. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, happy Monday from JKJ, Denver's Mix 100. We're back together again. We made it through a weekend. It's a fun Monday in the Mile High City. If you'd like to watch what's going on here in the studios, we're broadcasting live on YouTube. Just search Mix 100 Denver on YouTube. You can see what's going on. It's all brought to you by our good friends over at Safeway. And don't forget, 7:25 today, we'll be playing Fast 5 with some Disney on Ice tickets up for grabs. And then 8:10, another flight number for you for our Code Play for Coldplay, where we're sending a couple listeners off to Miami to go see Coldplay. All the details can be found at mix100.com. Well, but before we get into PMI, you guys, how about George Foreman over the weekend? I know. Sad day.
It's very sad.
Legendary boxer George Foreman passed away. He's 76 years old. I had heard about this, and this story confirms it. He was married 5 times, had 12 children.
All named George.
All 5 of his sons were named George.
Yeah,
It's a true story.
Yeah,
I had to keep the name straight.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's just so funny.
7
you
daughters.
Don't hear that often.
I know.
Georgina.
George.
No, just kidding.
You want to talk, Georgina? You want to talk about a legendary fighter, though? The dude fought for decades. I think he had 78 wins, and of those 78 wins, 68 of them were knockouts.
That's
He's
insane.
a bad mamma jamma.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that guy's got a right
Well, and he
hook.
knocked out Fat on that lean, mean grilling machine.
Yes,
I
he did.
loved
69 knockouts.
His grill was my favorite.
Same.
Like, the things you could put in that George Foreman grill.
I
I'll
used
never
the
forget
hell
when-
out of that.
Yeah.
Foreman
My
grill.
family got one back in, I think, the early 2000s or something,
Yes.
and you just put the little drip tray down and oh, it was the
and you
coolest
felt
thing.
like so official because it had the grill marks.
Yes.
So you're like, I just made a restaurant, call it steak. Thank you,
Dude,
George.
I forgot about the drip tray.
Yes.
That's right. It had
Yes.
the drip
It
tray.
did.
And then we
It
had
was-
all
it was-
that fat in there, and you'd be like,
Oh,
whoa,
yeah.
get it over to your sink and dump it in.
But it would
Oh,
Clog
cook
up your
gosh.
pipes.
that meat perfectly. Like every time, chef's kiss.
it would.
Good job, George.
The 2 best things I used to make on the Foreman grill were the grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yummy.
Just
Oh my gosh.
Banger of a grilled cheese because it
Yeah.
was perfect on both sides and it was melty in the middle. And then the pizza that you can make with the 2 slices of bread. You put sauce and cheese in
Oh,
the middle and
yeah.
like some pepperonis, and
Pizza
you put
pocket.
It's like making a grilled
It's
cheese,
like a
but
panini kind of thing.
kinda, yeah. It's like making a panini
Yum.
or grilled cheese with all the stuff in the middle, and then you
I
throw
never
it
did
down,
that.
and that's living, you guys.
It really is.
I have a
That's
friend
living.
who he still religiously uses. So he lives in an apartment, and he's like, I use my George Foreman like every day.
But there's
He's
nothing
making
wrong
If
with
you're like
it.
a single dude on your own or whatever,
Why
It's
not?
perfect.
why not?
It's
You can make
perfect.
anything you want in there. Oh, I want to make a
I know.
panini
Now-
pizza.
I'm gonna go to the department store today
Can you-
and find
I would
a George
imagine
Foreman grill.
you can still buy them.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think you
I
can.
got rid of mine a few years ago.
Yeah, I don't know
It
why.
started
ever.
peeling. The Teflon on it started
Oh,
peeling.
that's right.
cheese tastes like metal.
Yeah,
Hey, you can buy them at
microplastics.
Amazon right now. It'll ship today.
Okay.
Hey, what are they running now?
$34.99.
Not
It's
too
not
shabby.
bad.
No.
Does it have the removable plates? That's what.
Oh,
the
yeah.
ones you gotta
I mean,
get.
yeah.
How
That's,
about that drip
throw 'em in-
tray?
How about that drip
It's
tray?
still in there too, right?
You can get it in black too.
Hey.
Hey, speaking
got
of
color
sandwiches,
options. Yes.
today is National Cheesesteak Day.
No.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's right. Mmm. Cheesesteak,
Mm.
cheesesteak.
I'm gonna have to have
Song
one
for
today.
everything.
Yeah, I do have a song for everything, don't I?
I
love
do
it.
love me a Philly cheesesteak.
You
That's
into
like
that?
the best flavor combination because again,
It is.
it can go far past just the bread. Like you have yourself a Philly cheesesteak egg roll.
Yeah.
How about the Philly cheesesteak pizza?
What?
Well, I mean,
this
I
is crazy talk.
Oh
I
my
lived
gosh.
in Pennsylvania growing up as a little baby child.
Yeah.
And we'd make our way down to Philly and
Yeah.
grab a nice little cheesesteak
Exact-
there.
You have not lived until you've had a Philly cheesesteak dumpling. I'm telling you, like
What? I
the
don't know if I've had
ways you
that.
can go, the ways you can go with a Philly cheesesteak. It's just it's
Philly
numerous.
cheesesteak dumpling?
I feel like it's just
Dumpling?
non-ending.
Dumpling.
Yes. Think of the things you can make.
Dumpling.
A Philly
Yeah, it's a
cheesesteak
dumpling.
pasta.
She said dumpling.
Dumpling, I know.
Dumpling.
Yeah?
Yeah, get
It's a
yourself
dumpling.
a Philly cheesesteak
Well, I have
dumpling.
never heard of such a thing.
Me neither.
Yes. Any vessel will work because that Philly
vessel.
cheesesteak combo, it hits every time.
That's
it's so
good.
good.
I figured you'd like that story.
Oh my gosh. Well, I told you about when I had Zoe, the first you get your meal, right? Like when you have your kid, they're like, you can have whatever you want. if you want us to make you a T-bone steak down in that kitchen, we will do it for
Aw.
you. And I had Zoe's dad go get me a Philly cheesesteak pizza from Domino's. I was like, I just want a whole pizza to myself. And I
Just
want
folded it in
and
half
then
like a taco.
And then someone asked me for a piece, and I was like,
No.
"Are you make me fight you after I just had a baby? Like
you know
that
who has
doesn't
a-
seem nice." You know,
That's
like,
actually
I
wild.
ate that whole pizza all to myself.
Good for you.
Crazy.
Oh, I just had a baby. I
I
worked
know.
up
I
that
feel like you'd
energy.
want
you
something
shouldn't be
light.
that
I
hungry,
feel like
yeah.
you'd want something light and easy to,
No.
digest and
Oh no,
easy for it to come out. Just saying.
not a whole Philly cheesesteak pizza. That's
Yeah.
all I
She's
crave.
like, I'm giving birth a
Oh
second
my
time.
God, I know. Yeah.
I know. I feel like you'd want like a
So,
smoothie, Katie.
I am a fan of Philly cheesesteak. Oh,
You are a tough
all
woman. You
day.
are a tough.
I
You could have been out on the prairie. You could have bitten down on a stick and had that baby.
Oh my God. It's
Here,
like
give me that pizza.
I may
planes, trains,
have.
and automobiles.
You know what I mean?
Baby, come out
Hey,
sideways.
didn't hurt or nothing.
Where's my pizza?
Give me a pizza. This episiotomy ain't nothing.
Exactly. A pizza-otomy.
Pizzaotomy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. What are we talking about? Is it this
PMI?
Okay, yeah, there we go.
There it is.
All right, that's good.
Wow.
All right, a positive, a minus, which I think just happened, and something interesting. We call it PMI here at Denver's Mix 100. All right, who got the P?
I got the P and it's not pizza.
Okay, what is
this?
it?
Okay, so this is actually an amazing story coming out of Castle Rock, and a big shout out to Clover's Closet. So it is a pop-up prom shop down there in
Ooh.
Castle Rock, and it's going to start up again on Friday, and everything is free. I love this. So Karen Davis started it 6 years ago, and it all started as a way for her to get rid of all of her daughter's dresses that she had for pageants and her dances and everything that she went to. So she thought, what better way to recycle that than give it to girls in need, right?
Oh.
So this pop-up shop is coming up this Friday, I believe. It'll go from 3:30 until 6, and then Saturday from 10 to 6, Sunday 11 to 6. But yeah, they essentially set up shop. They put dresses and shoes and all the accessories that people need for prom.
like
And then
this.
people can come and get them absolutely free of charge. And Karen says that who she really loves watching is the dads. Because the dads come with the girls thinking that they're going to drop hundreds of dollars on these prom dresses, and then it's time for them to bust out their wallet.
She's like,
And they
no,
don't
it's on the
have
house.
to. Yeah,
Free
it's on the house.
$99.
And also, just so you know, they're always taking donations for this.
I was going to
because
ask you because we've got so many
obviously,
dresses in our basement.
There you go. They're looking.
They just
to-
don't fit me anymore.
Yeah, well, and now you can put them to good use. Someone else can look just as good as you did, Jer. But they're always looking for people to donate their old dresses so that, again, somebody else can use them for prom. Because I'm telling you right now, having been to prom, you probably won't wear that dress again. You're going to spend
No,
a lot
you
of money
won't.
on
You
it.
won't.
And, at least this way, someone else gets to use it. Also, they really need guy stuff. So if you have a tux or shoes
Your
or
prom wrap
anything
dresses.
you're looking to get rid of, they're really looking for guy stuff because they want to do the same for the guys in the community because tuxes
They're
aren't cheap.
also
Even though
not
you can
cheap,
rent
yeah.
them,
So expensive.
not cheap either.
Huh.
So they're looking to help alleviate parents' pain when it comes to reaching for your wallet. And I just love this. So again, shout out to
That's
Karen.
a great idea.
Yeah, Karen Davis,
I
who's
love
got
that.
Clover's
Good old
Closet
Karen Davis.
in Castle Rock.
Giving
going.
back.
That's amazing. I love
It's
it.
amazing.
Good job, Karen.
Yeah, Knick-Knack's got a ton of bridesmaids dresses down in the basement that she's worn once. and
Exactly. You don't wear them
Never to be
again.
heard from again.
Yeah.
and-
So this is
Yeah.
nice.
All right, it's a good idea.
It's good.
That is a
Yay.
positive.
Good
well
job, Karen.
done.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well
Katie.
done.
Thanks,
Who's got the
guys.
minus, Josh? Is
I
that
got the
you?
minus, and it's just kind of a funny story that I found. Denver is actually spending over $5 million to buy a park it already owns, and I don't understand this. So I did a little
Wait.
digging. There's a park right off of Wawata Street, which is right next to Ball Arena.
Yeah.
And there's two little playgrounds there, and they're nice little looking playgrounds. And Denver has owned that for about 20 years now. Sorry, they thought they owned it. Since 2006, the downtown Denver Children's Playground along Spear Boulevard in Wawata has been there. And it's so odd that apparently Union Pacific Railroad Company owns the land underneath the playground.
Oh.
And so because of that, there's been an easement on that land for the last 20 years where Denver was allowed to build a park on there. Well, there's no real threat. This is why it's interesting to me. There's no real threat or anything of that easement going away, but Denver wanted to get ahead of that just in case. And so they're now buying the land on top of that for $5.2 million, which if Denver's buying the land, is that taxpayer money?
Probably.
You would think.
So we're buying this playground that they've owned for 20 years.
Oh my gosh.
So that's the kind of the minus spin on it. But I was also, this is interesting.
We've had it for 20 years, but we're buying it
We've had it
again.
for 20 years, but now we're buying it for $5.2 million. And there's
Weird.
nothing's changing. No renovations, nothing's going on. They're just buying
They're
officially.
just worried it will disappear.
Yes, but there's no threat of that either. So I'm like, this is
The
very...
railroad hasn't said we want our land
No,
back.
there's been
Like,
nothing. However, Union Pacific is very excited to be getting this 5.2
Well, I
Oh,
bet.
I'm sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
buy a new
They're like,
caboose.
Hey,
Hey.
sure, absolutely. So very interesting, kind of minus because I do believe that would be taxpayer money that will be going for the land they've already owned for the last 20 years. And no real changes are coming to the park. They just wanted to make sure that any future problems that would arise or could arise now will not arise. They are
Right.
buying the land that they've been
It's
using
like government in action,
for
right?
the last 20
Yeah.
years.
so
So
typical.
we
Let's
paid for
spend
it.
some
Congrats.
money.
Let's
Okay,
go.
let's
Let's go
go.
play on the playground now.
We better go make good use of it now.
Yes,
I
we
guess.
need to. Right across the street from Ballerina, which we're down there a lot.
Hey, there we
Yeah.
go. All right.
After a
play on the
Nuggies
swing.
game,
I'll
get on the
yeah,
swing.
we can go
I'll jump
play on
off
the
of it when it's
swing.
really high. Snap an ankle.
Don't
Yeah.
do that
Oh,
anymore.
geez,
Good
no.
times. Good
no,
times.
we're too old for that.
Tearing Achilles. We used to flip out of the swing.
We did, but we can't do
That
that,
would
anymore.
kill me.
It was a different time, you
No.
guys. It was a different time. All right, I've got your interesting. If you're trying to lose some LBs before beach season, I think you might be able to swing a couple LBs in the next month or so. It's not too late. They say if you're trying to lose that weight, you might want to try to eat like a baby. This is coming from a nutritionist, and she's like, this is how you lose weight right here. Eat like a baby. So eat every 2 to 4 hours. Smaller meals. And it's got to be healthy. Go heavy on the
man.
fruits,
I was like, this is me.
veggies, and whole grains, and avoid meat, which you are. You're in a 15-month dry spell.
Oh my gosh.
I shouldn't have laughed so hard at that, but you're right.
Number 2, take your time. Eating slowly gives your brain time to register the fact that you're feeling full. Babies usually feed for 15 to 30 minutes. So,
Yeah.
again, you're kind of eating like a baby. And the second one, this is hard to do. Avoid the mindless munching. Babies don't do that because, well, they can't.
They can't. Yeah, they're not allowed.
So you've got to dig deep and pay close attention to just wandering over to the cabinet and grabbing the bag of chips like I did this weekend.
Oh, yeah. I'm so bad. You know, I just can't have candy on the counter. It's just not allowed. Like, why is it sitting up there tempting me all day?
That's
you
the
know?
biggest thing. It's like you just got to stop buying this
I
stuff,
do.
honestly, and
I
you'll
do.
avoid it.
Because,
So.
yeah, I'm the one who buys it, so stop
I
doing
know.
that,
You
Katie.
gotta slap yourself on the hand.
So there's your weight loss hack. Eat like a baby. Eat every 2 to 4 hours. Take your time and avoid mindless munching.
That's really good
I
advice.
always thought that it was to just eat the big meals, but like don't eat every 2 to 4 hours.
Yeah, and eat earlier in the day, right? Like,
Listen,
I always
guys,
heard
I
it
don't
was
know.
like, eat like a
know.
king
We're not
These are,
for
the,
shooting the
breakfast.
these are the
breakfast
only
here.
rules,
No, yeah,
rules I
it's
have.
eat like a king for breakfast, a prince for lunch, and a pauper for dinner, right?
I've heard that too. Yeah, a
like
light
you're
dinner.
supposed to eat a lot in the
I
beginning
thought you
of
were
the
supposed
day
to eat
and
a
then
lot
taper
over
off.
dinner because then you just have the 12 hours essentially that you're not eating, and that just slowly burns off.
There's too many rules.
I know. I'm gonna eat whatever I want.
I don't know how to eat. I'm gonna eat like me.
There you go.
Everything.
Everything. It's cheesesteak day. Cheesesteak day. All right, there's your PMI, guys. Coming up at 7:25 today, we will play another fun game of Fast Five. And I'm telling you, it might be easier to get in today because I found out recently that my children also have today off. They extended spring
What?
break into Monday as well.
Wait a minute.
They get the entire week off last week and today
How
too.
is today a day off?
I don't know,
Oh,
Katie.
my
I
gosh.
don't know.
I
Don't
know,
get me
I
started.
know,
Go to
poor
school. Go to school.
Oh my gosh.
So if you want to play Fast Five today, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Save it there in your phone so you're ready to rock at 7:25. All right, let's do some traffic. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. We're going to dive into Fast 5 here in a minute. Do you think we should talk about your first meal after you gave birth at 8?
I think so, because, well, we have to also say that when I was talking about eating an entire Philly cheesesteak pizza to myself after giving birth to Zoe, Nick Nack texted you.
Yeah, don't say what she had
I
yet.
won't, but so it's like,
funny that she remembers, though.
yeah, well, and it kind of ignites that memory for people. Like, oh yeah, like this is what I had. So I think people would be more than down to talk about that.
Well, we should talk about it
Yeah.
after the game here, and we'll see if that's what we want to do. But
All right, sounds good.
yeah, a couple more messages came in from ladies too. They were like, "Oh yeah, this is what I had after I gave birth," and we were
See?
like, "Whoa, it's not a smoothie at all."
I know, everybody. You
like
guys
massive
thought,
meals.
like you just have a small salad after you. Heck no.
No, y'all went
Do you
all
know how
out.
many calories I just burned pushing out a child?
Like, give me some Golden Corral
Yes.
immediately.
I'll have your meal too, actually.
All right, we might do that after 8. We'll see. But right
Okay.
now, it's time to have some fun. There you go. Grab your phone right now, pick it up, and give us a call. It's going to be easier this week. 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Or I should say, at least it'll be easier today because a lot of kiddos are still out of school for spring break. Andrea wrote in just a little bit ago. She's like, yep, bunch of teacher meetings today. That's why they extended spring break into Monday. And she's going to be at Bear Creek for some meetings today. Go Bears. That's where I went to
Okay.
high school. So
All right.
shout out to Andrea and all the BCHS kids. But listen, it is going to be easier to call in and play today because not as many carpools. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649 will get you here in the studios. And here's how it works. We'll get you on the air with us, and I will give you a category. And then I'll start a 10-second timer, and within those 10 seconds, you got to give me 5 things that have to do with that category. I don't think I'm reusing any from Friday, Katy. What did we have?
You asked for movies about historical events, female superheroes. You asked for 5 dating apps as well as 5 characters from Paw Patrol. So you were all over the place Friday.
And that's the thing with this game. You never know what you're going to get. It might land on something that you have a lot of knowledge about, or it might fall flat. You just never know. But it's kind of fun because it gets your brain working in the morning, get you all fired up. We know many people that take these questions and start their morning meetings at work with some of these Fast Fives.
You play your own Fast Five at work, and we love that.
It's kind of cute.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
You want to play? 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. Now, listen, if you're a parent, you might want to try to play this week because we've got a killer prize.
We have the best prize, Disney on Ice. And not only that, you get a family 4-pack, so everybody's going. It is a Friday as well, April 4th, that you'll be checking it out. So that's what you're winning with Fast Five this week.
There you go. We're having a lot of fun with this. I see some pranksters again. Just stop it. Stop it. Josh is trying to work hard to get through all these calls. So stop calling in and hanging up. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649 will get you in the studios to play Fast Five. And it's Danielle up to bat. Hi, Danielle.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, you big ray of sunshine. How was your
Nice tickets, I'm in.
How was your weekend?
It was great. We took the kiddos to the zoo and we saw the new giraffe cat and the joey.
Oh, you saw the
nice.
baby giraffe. He is so cute. Like every picture I see of him, his head's all cocked a certain way. Like he's adorable.
He's pretty darn cute.
He is so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
For
jealous.
being less than a month old, it's crazy. They're 6 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Isn't that
forgot
nutty?
how big a baby giraffe would be. You're right. That'd still be
Yeah.
adorable, but tall.
That's
Yeah.
cute. How old are your kiddos?
My daughter is 12 and my son is 9.
Give them a shout out.
I will. Hi, Riker and Presley.
Riker
Just
and
dropped my son off.
Presley.
He's going to be so upset.
Oh, poor Riker.
Yeah.
That's a strong name.
Yeah.
Riker.
Thanks.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, my husband and I both work for school systems. So we got to pick names where they're not naughty kids.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you
I
get
bet.
a lot of that. Like, I don't want it to be this name. I don't want it to be that name. Like, yeah, you probably had a lot of that.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's very smart. All right, well, let's play a little Fast Five with you, Danielle. I'm going to give you a category, start a 10-second timer, and you got to give me 5 things that have to do with that category in the 10 seconds. First up to bat, I need 5 fictional best friends. Go.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
5. Batman and Robin.
Well.
Sorry.
Oh, darn it.
That 10 seconds goes quick.
Chip and Dale, Beavis and Butthead,
Patrick and SpongeBob.
Scooby and Doo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scooby.
Oh man.
Scooby and Shaggy.
Yeah, Scooby and Shaggy.
Yeah.
Danielle, it was so nice talking to you. Thank you, and have a
Yes.
great week.
Thanks. Have a great week. Good luck to the next players.
Thanks,
you.
Danielle. Bye, Riker. Bye, Presley.
She was sweet. Hi,
Yeah.
Mindy.
Hello.
Hello. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was pretty laid back, just hanging out with the family, doing some spring cleaning.
Womp
Yeah.
womp. It is that time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I made it out back on Friday and did a little raking. Started raking up all the pine cones and stuff falling off the trees. And it's about that
Yeah,
time to
that's-
get the mower out.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right.
I'd
Well,
put that off till at least May.
Exactly.
yeah. Some of my
Right,
grass is
Mindy?
already turning green. My neighbor's already fertilizing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
That's
up for
kind of
some.
crazy.
He's got this competition with me, I think. He doesn't come out and say it, but he's got this competition where he's like trying to beat me
You
now in the
feel
front
it?
grass.
You
I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can definitely
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Thrown down.
Yep, he is throwing down.
Neighborhood throwdown.
Mhm. All right, Mindy, let's do some fast 5 with you. Josh came up with this one earlier. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 social media stars. Go.
Oh my God.
Oh.
There is zero chance of me
Oh,
getting
no.
this one.
Oh no.
I don't do a lot of social media. I don't. It's
Oh,
too addictive.
yeah.
Well, you probably could have reeled off all the Kardashians
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but still,
and Mr. Beast.
think of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're coming to me now.
I
I'm
know.
like, oh my gosh.
Isn't it always like that? Like, dang
That's
it.
all right, Mindy. It was so nice
That's
to talk to
okay.
you. Have a
Yeah.
great week.
You too.
Thanks,
Have a
Mindy.
great day.
Bye.
Not labeled.
Hey, is this Jalen? How do you say your name?
Yes, Jalen.
Jalen, what's up, buddy? How was your weekend?
Good. Just did some yard work.
Did you? More yard work, huh?
Oh yeah. Just trying to pick up tumbleweeds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
wind brought it all to your yard.
That'll
didn't
get you. It's like the Old West out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing right now? You seem very busy.
Just at work, just kind of stepping away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
Priorities.
Construction.
Oh, okay. He's just stepping away from the concrete mixer right now to play this game.
Yeah. It's
all
okay.
good.
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
all
sir.
good.
All right, buddy. You have a hard hat on right now?
No, I'm sitting in my truck right now.
Oh, okay. All right, bud. All right, dude. I'm going to give you your category. You ready to play? Are you psyched?
Yep.
All right. In 10 seconds, please give me the first 5 U.S. presidents. Go.
George Washington.
Yep.
John Adams.
Yep. Don't look it up.
Thomas.
Yeah, you got 3 there at the buzzer.
Man,
Yeah.
I
Washington,
couldn't
Adams,
do that.
Jefferson, Madison, Monroe.
I couldn't do that, Jalen. You got more than I could.
Come on, it's basic high school
I know,
trivia.
but I couldn't do it.
It's all right.
No.
All right, buddy, you better get back to work. Get your nail gun. Get out of here.
All right. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye, Jalen.
Couldn't do that one, huh?
No, I always feel stupid when you do the high school questions.
Did you not pay
I'm
attention
like,
in school or what?
"Man, I
Katie?
did, but I just forgot it. Like, didn't know there was going to be a quiz this morning.
Yeah,
My
you got to
goodness.
know these things.
I
This is
guess.
life. U.S. history. John, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Hey there.
Morning, John. How was your weekend?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Nice
anything?
weather, kind of windy.
Oh, so nice out.
Look at you talking weather.
Yeah. John, could you have named the first 5 presidents of the United States?
Absolutely not.
Okay, thank you.
It's
Me
funny.
neither, John.
It's funny how many people don't know it. All right, John, let's give you one, my friend. The name is George. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 famous Georges. Go.
George Washington, George Bush, George Kittle, Curious George.
Oh, you got
Man.
3, it sounds like.
Yeah, Kittle was impressive, though.
George of the Jungle. And
George of the Jungle.
Clooney.
Yes, George Clooney.
George Costanza.
Curious George.
Curious George. So
There's
many
a
Georges.
couple, but
So close.
next time, John.
John, thanks for calling, my friend. Have a good day.
All right. Good
All
day.
right.
Yeah, okay.
Bye,
Yeah, all right.
John.
He couldn't wait to get off the phone. If you want to play Fast 5, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Got another dude. Hey, Brian.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How was your
Morning.
weekend?
It was good. I drove out to Kansas to see a friend and pick up a couch from a family member.
Hey, all right.
It's a long drive for a couch.
I know,
Is
you
it a
got-
nice couch?
Got a Kansas couch.
It is. It's a vintage couch from my aunt, so it was kind of nice.
Oh, that's neat, buddy. Does it stink? Katie just bought a couch off Facebook Marketplace and it smells really bad.
It smelled. I fixed that, Brian. I
Smelled
fixed it.
really,
It was
really
a great
bad.
couch, though.
She said it smelled like man sweat.
It did. And not the good kind either, Brian.
No, it was bad
No,
man
it was
sweat.
bad. Oh, but
Bad
it's better
sweat.
now. It's better now. Your couch smells good, though, Brian.
Yep. It's all good.
All right,
That's a
good, buddy.
good look for
And on
ya.
that drive back, it had a chance to air out,
Yes,
in the back
exactly.
of the pick-em-up truck.
Now it smells like fresh air.
Exactly.
That's funny. All right, buddy, let's do some Fast 5 with you. I'm going to give you a TV show. I need some characters from this TV show.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
gosh.
Katie, help me with this one. I think I
Okay.
know most of them. But
Okay.
in 10 seconds, please give me 5 characters from the TV show South Park. Go.
Carmen. I don't watch the show.
Aw.
Cartman is the name you were
Yeah,
looking for.
but he said Cartman. He corrected
Oh, did he
himself.
say
yeah,
Cartman?
he did.
Well, Brian,
Yeah.
darn it, buddy. You got one.
I could have got the Georges, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry. You should have called earlier.
They even missed George Foreman. Come on, you just were talking about
I
it.
know.
We were
right?
just talking about George Foreman.
There's there's Boy George, George Lopez, George Patton.
Exactly.
There's a
Oh,
lot.
George Carlin.
George Carlin.
George Orwell. There's so many. George Michael. Brian, have a good day.
You guys as well.
Thanks,
Love your show.
Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Bye. Oh man,
So many
always so much
Georges.
harder. I was really hoping to get that
I know,
South
me
Park
too.
though.
Melissa,
Hello.
are these too hard today? I feel like they're not too hard.
I mean, I could have gotten maybe one of them
Really?
so far, maybe two.
Maybe two.
I won't tell you which one in case.
I know. You're
I
smart,
might
Melissa.
reuse it.
You're so smart. You've listened to the show. You know how he works.
How was your weekend?
It was good. We took the kiddos skiing to Monarch, and
Fun.
yeah, it was great.
That's good. Good for you.
I love that in Colorado, how like I was out enjoying the sun and sweating a little bit on my walk, and you were up in the high country skiing. Like, this is how we do it around here, huh?
Yeah, it's the best.
Is the best. All right, I'm
It
going to do
is.
another characters for you, Melissa. That's an iconic movie franchise. Iconic. So hopefully you can get this. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 characters from Back to the Future. Go.
Fifth,
Yeah.
Marty,
Yeah.
Marty, George McFly.
Yeah. Oh, you got 3.
Oh man.
Did you say Dr. Brown? Dr. Emmett Brown?
I did not.
And of
but I
course,
don't-
Goldie Wilson III running for mayor, of course.
Goldie Wilson.
Dang it!
Man.
I know it's you got George McFly. How about Lorraine McFly, too, the mom?
Oh, dang
Oh,
it. Yep.
That's right. Remember when Marty
Classic.
meets his mom?
Calvin
That's
Klein.
right.
Melissa, thank you for
so good.
calling. Darn it. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Melissa. Bye.
Are we going to get a winner
I
today?
know. You better hurry.
We're running up against time. Angel, come on. Angel.
Good morning.
Hey there.
Hey. What'd you do this weekend?
Good morning. Good morning. Just kind of hang out with the kiddos. I mean,
Yeah?
typical Saturday, Sunday for me.
It's all right. Good. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
You're a good dad.
Hang with the fam.
Hanging with the fam. Okay, I am officially running out of questions for today. What do I have here? Oh, okay, I got one for you. This one's too easy. Angel, are you ready? You paying attention?
I am ready. Yep.
All right. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 different types of cardio exercises. Go.
Running, treadmill, bike, gym, and lift weights.
Gym and lifting weights. I don't think we can just accept gym, the location.
Oh,
Gym is not a cardio
I
exercise.
know.
I mean, you could throw any exercise in the gym, but I mean, I get it.
But
I
the gym
understand.
is the location. You're not going to be mad at me, right? That's not a cardio exercise.
Yeah, you're okay. It's okay.
All right, my friend. You're a good man. Thank you for calling, Angel.
Thanks for listening, Angel.
You guys have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
This might go for a while. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649 if you want to play Fast 5. Alexis. Alexis.
Hi.
Hi yourself.
Morning.
How are you guys?
Well, we're super dupes. How are you? That's more important.
Oh, great. I've called so many times, and it's always been like the people ahead of me that have won, and I'm like, dang it.
Darn it.
You could use those Disney on Ice tickets, huh?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I got 2 kiddos with me right now.
Oh, to be perfect. They would love it.
Give them a shout out.
Damon and Enzo.
Damon and Enzo. All right, very good. Well, let's hope you win. You don't lose in front of your children.
I know.
I just love that name Enzo too. That's such a cool. He's
Pretty
gonna
solid.
grow up to be a really cool kid.
Enzo.
Yeah.
Tough.
Or really like cars. So
Yeah, I know, right?
Like
Yeah.
Ferrari. Well
Yeah.
done. Good
That's
job.
good. That's good.
All right, let's do Fast 5 with you. Gosh, this one's pretty darn subjective, but we're going to do it anyway since we're at the end. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 things that you would push. Go.
a stroller, a shopping cart, kids, other people. I would say my mother-in-law, but she's nice. My grandmother-in-law.
Well,
we're gonna take mother-in-law.
You want to take mother-in-law? Like you would.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
how she gets 5.
Again, this is subjective.
Yeah.
Like you could literally shove
You could
everything
shove
that you said.
Your mom, your kids, that stroller. Yeah, you got that all day,
right.
Alexis. Woo! You're going to Disney on Ice.
Yeah. At this point, since we've done like 50 of these, I will take mother-in-law.
Yay, Damon. Yay, Enzo. You're going to Disney
Yeah!
on Ice. Woo!
Don't let mom shove her mother-in-law,
I know.
kids.
Don't let mom shove you.
Shove your children.
That was
It's on
Yeah.
accident. It's always on,
On
accident.
accident, you
Exactly.
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in line or something. You're like, go,
Yeah,
move
yeah,
up. Move
just
up.
hurry.
All right, there, Shovey Pants. We are going to put you on hold, and you're going to go back and talk to Josh. He's manning the phones, and he's going to tell you how to get your prize, all right?
Okay, sounds great.
Oh,
Thanks.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Alexis.
Congrats, Alexis. That's so neat.
Good
Oh,
for her.
Kids are going to love that.
Alexis with the W. Well done. That's it. That's how we play Fast 5. Good news is we will play again tomorrow morning, 7:25, with some more Disney on Ice tickets up for grabs. Coming up at 8, we might do a smorgasbord of stuff. We've got a ton of emails to read about horror stories when it comes to job interviews and that first week on the job, but we were talking just a little bit ago about the ladies and what that first meal was right after you gave birth.
Yeah.
That first day, what did you eat? And I've been so surprised by the messages coming in, like full-on big meals.
I don't know why you thought we'd have a smoothie after pushing out a
just
child.
feel like you'd want that area to be as
no.
easy going as possible
I don't
down
think you
there.
understand the amount of hunger that you work
I am out
up.
of the loop.
Yeah.
I'm definitely out of the loop. So
That's like 5 cardio sessions in one. Like you're gonna need
That's
a sandwich.
well, we might touch on that as well, ladies.
Okay.
If you can remember what the first thing was that you ate after giving birth, we'll want to hear from you. 303-691-1649. Right now, let's see what's going on with traffic. Back together. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, we are. Happy Monday. Back together with JKJ in the Mile High City. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. If you'd like to watch what's going on in the studios, a little sneak peek, you can watch us on YouTube. Just search Mix 100 Denver on YouTube, and it'll bring up the live stream, all brought to you by our good partners at Safeway. You can also take the radio station with you wherever you go by downloading the Mix 100 Denver app. It's free in your app store, Mix 100 Denver. Tap that app, get it on your phone, and then down in the corner is a little microphone button. You click on that, and you can send us voice messages anytime you want during the show. It's kind of a neat little feature. You can sound off about something that you've heard on the show, or if you've got a observation, or if you want to put your goofy kiddos on there with a dad joke, we'll accept anything. So tap that app, Mix 100 Denver, in the App Store. And don't forget, at 8:10 today, we'll be giving you another flight code for the Coldplay flyaway that we've got going on here at Mix 100, where we're sending a couple listeners off to Miami to go see Coldplay. All the details are at mix100.com. Before we dive into our little mishmash of stuff that we have going on, I know we want ladies to sound off. What was that first meal that you had after you gave birth? Before we get to that, I do want to give you some good news. Trader Joe's is restocking their mini canvas totes that sold out after people went nuts for them last year. Do you guys remember this? Those little tiny totes, they were like $5 at Trader Joe's, and people were lined up out the door to get them.
Is it just a lunch bag, or does it like?
It's like a little, it's like a green bag that you'd put groceries in, but they were smaller,
reusable?
like little reusable ones.
And they're smaller?
They're
Katie doesn't want
It's a
that.
mini tote.
She'll forget her meat.
I know.
Wait, why did you want it
exactly.
smaller? Yeah, that makes no sense.
They're
For like the quick
already-
trips. Little
Yeah.
quick trips.
Okay.
Or I think people were putting like bottles of wine in them and give them an
Oh,
gift.
okay. That makes sense.
something like that. But I don't know. I didn't get on board. I never
Mini
got me a
totes?
mini tote.
Yeah, I didn't either. But I
Oh
love
my
Trader
gosh.
Joe's.
Me
They're
Any reason to
cute.
go there?
They're cute.
They're
It's a cute little mini tote,
It's
Josh.
just a
They're
little.
kind of adorable, actually.
Somebody posted them on TikTok, and
You're
Yeah.
like,
everyone
I can
freaked
put
out.
one bag of chips in here.
Yeah.
There
Yay!
you go.
The other weird news floating around this morning, the hot mugshot girl. Did you see her
Yes.
last week?
Why did she
heard
get
about
arrested
this.
again?
Well,
Ah,
she's stretching
man.
her 15 minutes of fame into a half an hour again, or half an hour now, because she got arrested again yesterday. There's a brand new mugshot of this little hottie. To catch you up, she is 20-year-old Lily Stewart. She goes to the University of Georgia. Went viral last week thanks to the mugshot she took after she got arrested for speeding earlier this month. She was put in jail, and the picture is great.
She looks good.
She looks really good.
She actually
She's
does.
an attractive young lady.
She's
together.
smiling. Yeah, it's a very pretty picture.
But why'd
She
she get
looks
arrested
like a
again?
model. She was arrested again yesterday, not speeding. They charged her with loitering and obstructing an officer.
So now she's just a
She's
jerk.
doing this on time
Yeah.
or
That-
on
on
purpose.
purpose,
Yeah. Now she's trying to get people's attention. It doesn't work like that.
She
Does
was
not work like
Released
that.
on $4,000 bond a few hours later. They say this current mugshot isn't as flattering, but it's still pretty good.
She has the crazy eyes in the second one.
She does.
She's got the wide eyes, like look at me, crazy eyes.
I'm going to be back for a third
I mean, kind of like
Just wait.
she's gonna be on a first name basis. She's gonna be like, Chris, long time no see.
Like, welcome back. Lily's back.
How about I get the corner cell this time?
Yeah,
huh?
exactly, right? Let me get that
Lily's
corner
back.
office.
Lily.
She's a cutie though, I will say
She's
that.
cute. She's
Yeah.
super cute. All right, so I don't remember how this even came up a few minutes ago.
Because it's Philly cheesesteak day.
That's right. It's Philly
Yes.
cheese. Katie loves Philly cheesesteak.
Love.
She
love.
listed 11 different ways you can eat a Philly
You
cheesesteak.
can
in a
eat
dumpling.
In a dumpling.
In a dumpling, an egg roll wrapper, like whatever you want. I mean, again, the Philly cheesesteak is just the filling. You can use whatever vessel you want. Have you ever had a loaded Philly cheesesteak baked potato?
Can't say that I
See?
have.
Nope.
See? The
Because I don't
choices-
hate my body.
Possibilities are endless here. Like you could put it on anything.
Well, all that aside, it came up because we started talking about how Katie had an entire Philly cheesesteak pizza
Uh-huh.
after she gave birth. And
Yeah.
I was so surprised by this.
Yeah, and I had chicken kickers, the boneless chicken
Chicken
wings.
kickers?
I ate a lot, and all of them to me. It was like a 12-piece, and the whole pizza, and I ate it all.
So
yummy.
to me, it's surprising. I didn't know this was a thing. If you're a lady and you want to sound off, like your first meal after giving birth, 303-691-1MIX, 691-1649. We'll definitely take your calls because I am so off base with this. I thought you'd want like a little salad, maybe a smoothie, something that would come out easier because I would imagine you're just sore in that general area.
That's what I was thinking,
Not to be too graphic or sound like a dumb man, but I just figured like you'd want something easy to pass. But no, you're going pizza.
Yeah.
You were
because
okay with
again,
it.
so the energy that you exude while you're doing this is the equivalent of like 5 cardio sessions. So imagine when you're done working out, right? You just had the craziest gym sesh, Josh, and you are you are just need to eat something, right? Don't you feel that when you've had like an intense gym session immediately after you're like,
because you are burning a lot of calories.
I kind of go for the. I'm not gonna lie though. I kind of go for the protein shake though.
Oh, that's not happening here.
I don't want the stomach cramps and feeling like crap after I just had a good workout.
Yeah. No, they let you. That's the thing is after you have the child, you have a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Like it's not necessarily right after that you have the big meal, but it is the first meal after. So
well, I happened to text this young lady right here. Hi, honey.
Good morning.
Oh, hi, Nick Nack. Yay!
Hi, guys. Hi.
Hi, Nick
I
Nack.
love when you call.
Hi.
Good morning.
Katie loves you so much. It's so cute.
I love you.
The love is real, Jer. Don't
The
get
love
jealous.
is real. It's all right.
Don't
Hey,
get jealous.
I saw her first, Katie. I saw her first. So
I don't know. Katie's my spirit animal. So.
I told you Nicole's starting to call me homie now because
I know.
of you.
You said that. That's amazing.
I love it.
So
Picking up all the good
I
stuff.
don't remember at all. You're better with all this stuff than I am for sure. So what did you have to eat after the kiddos were born? Do you remember?
It's so funny that you don't remember.
I
So
don't.
after Reed was born, I had the biggest smothered chicken burrito. It could feed like 3 people, and I ate that whole thing. And I think to this day that was like the best meal I've ever had.
See?
I
Yes.
had
So good.
no idea. I don't remember that.
You don't remember?
I
Oh
don't.
my God.
Yes.
Oh, it was so good.
So
Smothered.
good. So good.
But I
What?
was in labor for like 19 hours. Like
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
you need to replenish because you can't eat anything that whole time. Like
Yeah.
they'll give you ice chips, but that is it.
Yeah,
Huh.
you make a really
Jeez.
good point. That's it. That's why is because you are so hungry. Like you are just famished
Yes.
by the time that the whole thing's over. So yeah.
And the
Yep.
day before we had steak, didn't we? Before we went in with Reed.
We did. We went to Outback.
Because
Oh,
we
that's
classy.
So funny.
We so classy.
You guys got the bloomin' onion the
Yeah, I
night
got the
before?
bloomin' onion and a giant steak and potato. She's like, you want to go to Outback? I was like, sure.
Sounds good,
Yes,
actually.
I do.
Next thing you know, you're push. All right, so you had the burrito. Good to know. All right, I'll try to
Yeah,
remember
it was
that.
awesome.
Do you remember what you
Mhm.
had with Lila?
You know, I don't, but Lila was a whole different ballgame because she was an emergency C-section, and it was all like she had to go to the NICU, so I couldn't even see her, and it was such a whirlwind. I don't even remember.
While she was
that
cut
at
open,
all.
they actually just put a cheeseburger in there while she was sliced open.
Right.
They just
Here you
shoved the
go,
cheeseburger down in there. That's for later.
It's like 2 patties. Okay.
Yeah. It's a double.
Oh my God.
Jeremy.
All right,
Oh,
honey,
my
I love
God.
you.
I love you. Have a great day.
We love you
Bye.
too, Nick Nack.
Bye, Nick Nack.
Oh, I love her.
That's so funny.
Hi, Andrea. Welcome to the show.
Hi there.
Good morning.
Hi. So is this a thing? Like the first meal after giving birth, you want something big?
I had been talking for weeks about the meal that I wanted, so my husband brought a beautiful charcuterie board for afterwards.
Yes.
I was so excited. I also ended up needing a C-section, and so literally still in the OR, I leaned over and I was like, can I eat soon? Because it had been over 24 hours of just liquid diet.
Yeah.
And then we finally get back, and they're like, you still need to wait. Here are ice chips. Now you can have some Gatorade. And I was just like, all I want is food. And by then, they gave me like a dry turkey sandwich, which I'm so thankful they had. But it was like, all I wanted was food this whole time. So it was like, I don't even know how many days I felt like.
Right. You're like, I want cubed cheeses and
Yeah,
crackers.
seriously. I was going to say, did you have finally any type of big meal at all, or was it just the dry turkey sandwich?
Dry turkey sandwich and then hospital food.
Oh.
But then I finally got my beautiful, beautiful charcuterie board.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally. I was like, yeah, dig in.
asked for.
That's the bougiest meal ever, like
I
for having
love
a baby.
that.
Like, bring me a slab of wood with some pickles on it.
I love it.
It was delicious. Well worth it.
It sounds
yeah.
good right now. Sounds
Absolutely.
real good.
You get whatever you want after
That's
that.
right. Mama
so-
did all the hard
yes.
work. Andrea, thank you for calling. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
See you
Thanks,
later.
Andrea. Bye.
You see what you have to look forward to, Josh?
Yeah.
Don't
You just
want
make
to.
sure you get that menu right because
guess
if it's
so.
wrong,
She's gonna cry and like hit me.
I'm
exactly.
gonna tell you, I remember that hospital food. Like they had upped their game.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
hospital food was really good.
I told you, like they offered a T-bone steak for me. I was like, you guys have that option? Like, my goodness.
Yeah, they're like,
That's
yeah, it'll be in
amazing.
your bill.
Yeah, right. We're gonna
$15,000
charge you
later.
$1,800 for this T-bone steak. But
All right.
yes, you can have it.
All right, I guess big meals after giving birth is the thing. You
It
guys
is.
want to do this Coldplay thing right now?
Let's
Yeah,
do
let's do
it.
it.
Let's do it. Here's how it works. I will give you a flight number right now. Make sure you remember it. Write it down. And then Big Rob will give you another flight number today at 1:10. Later this afternoon, Nina will ask for both of these flight numbers. If you get them right, you're going to be qualified to head off to Miami to go see Coldplay. So here's your number right now. 729. 729 is your flight number this morning. Make sure you write that down and remember it. Big Rob will give you another one today at 1:10. Your flight number, 729. You got it? We good? All right, good. It's exciting. It'll be exciting for somebody.
Somebody's going to Miami.
More
Yeah.
information if you want to know all the deets, mix100.com. All right, guys, let's see what's going on with traffic. Yeah, it's super easy to get a hold of us. You can call anytime you want if you hear something you want to sound off about. Heck, look at that. Knick-Knack just called. She knew the phone number. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. I'll get you in the studios with JKJ. Speaking of sweet Knick-Knack, she actually sat me down this weekend and made me watch 2 movies. She's got this list going where it's all these movies from like the 90s that I've never seen. She's like, you're watching all these. So we knocked out 2 of them this weekend.
Okay.
Happy Gilmore, which I've never seen.
You needed
which
to.
Which is weird because I'm such a huge Adam Sandler
I know.
fan.
That like shocked me.
What's going on here?
Yeah, that you haven't seen that movie when you do that voice so well.
It was
like,
stupid,
what?
but it was good.
No, it was so good.
It was so
Are you
stupid.
kidding me?
It's so stupid.
It's all in
But
the
it's
hips.
so good.
It's all in the hips.
The alligator bit the guy's hand
I
off. He had a wood
know.
hand. Anyway, it was so good. Which is nice to see that because since the new one's coming out on Netflix here in a month or so. And the other one was 10 Things I Hate About You. She made me watch that, and she's like, this is one of my most favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
Meh.
Well, it's the typical 90s rom-com about the glow
it
up.
is, yeah.
It is. It's a girl who's homely, and then she's not homely anymore, and the guy had something to do with it, but there's a, nefarious part of the plot.
There's a
where
plot twist.
There
Plot
is, where,
thickens.
he was paid to make her look cool,
Oh,
but she
then
doesn't
she
know.
found
And then she
out.
finds out, oh, the horror.
So
Yeah,
she
the
makes
whole
him-
thing was just so
Yes.
ridiculous. Anyway, Adam Sandler. Yeah, 10 things that she hated
I
about him.
loved that movie so much.
It was fine. It was
Yes.
cute. It came out in 99. I graduated high school in 98, so it was just kind of nice to watch it and see the fashion styles and the cars
Well, the
and the
people
music.
in it too.
And
It reminds Heath Ledger and Julia Stiles, like they were the it. I mean,
Yeah.
Julia Stiles was in everything
yeah.
back then. So I love
It's
that
fine.
movie.
now?
It's
She-
fine.
I love.
She's
she was
working
in
at Olive
Dexter.
Garden. She's
No,
working at
she
Olive
was in
Garden.
Dexter.
She was in Dexter.
For a little bit, and then she's
Yes.
done a few off things here and
She's
there.
working at Olive
But
Garden.
she's not
Olive
at the
Garden.
OG. Calm down.
Bottom
The
line
OG.
is we knocked out 2 movies from the list.
Good
so
for
I think
you.
next up is like Pretty Woman and Ghost, I think.
Pretty Woman is good.
I
I
can't
like
wait.
that one. I did not like Ghost. Does not hold up. At
No,
all.
you don't like
No.
Ghost?
Pretty Woman was good though. Did you
Yeah.
not like that?
Oh yeah, I love
Oh,
Pretty
I like
Woman.
that one.
I like Ghost too, though. Like I like
Well, don't
that
give it
movie a
away.
lot,
Don't
okay?
give it away.
There's a
All
ghost
right.
in it. Oh,
Don't
sorry,
give it
sorry,
away.
sorry.
Fine.
All right, let's talk about job interviews in that first week on the job. I had posted something on my Facebook about this over the weekend, and quite a few messages came in, like your interview that totally flopped, it was a big fail, or that first week at your job that was a total flop. Emma wrote in, I do like this. She says, hey, JKJ, here's a funny one for the show. I've been on like 15 job interviews this month. When I thought they couldn't get any worse, my last one was a complete joke because the person interviewing me was my ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
jeez.
no.
I just walk right out. You know you're not getting it.
I know. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even try.
She says, I dated him for 2 years. It was a brutal breakup. The second I saw him, I knew I wasn't getting the job. He did go through the motions, asked me the standard questions. We both knew it was pointless, though. She says, what was I supposed to say when he asked me about my employment gap? Oh, that's when I was recovering from dating from you? Oh.
I had to take some time.
She says, at the end, he had the audacity to say, we'll be in touch. She wrote, yeah, right.
Oh my gosh. Well, good for there's
That's
no
from
way I
Emma.
could have sat through the whole interview.
I know, can you imagine walking in?
I would have looked at him, give him the
Oh.
peace sign, and walked out.
It's that Homer Simpson backing into the
Later.
bushes meme right there.
Yeah.
Why am I even here?
Oh,
Seriously,
gosh.
And then that first week on the job that was a total fail, this one's pretty good. Jessica says, I got a job at a pet store when I was 15. It's a very well-known pet store. Day one, my manager is training me on cleaning the hamster cages before the store opens. He hands me a Russian dwarf hamster, says, hold it for a second. I do. He bit me. I got skittish. He jumped out of my hand, hits the floor. Instant hamster heaven.
Oh, no. She killed the hamster. Oh, no.
She goes, I was sobbing. My manager just laughed and said, don't worry, it's just a hamster.
We've got 30 more in
Yeah,
the
I
back.
know. We have
She
like,
said, but I just committed rodent manslaughter.
Oh,
my
maybe he was
gosh.
sleeping. Maybe he just took a little nap, right?
Oh, no!
little
Splat.
floor nap.
Okay, I got one more for you. I got
Okay.
one more. I love these messages that came in.
They're great.
First day bartending. This is from Nick. He wrote it. He signed it Stinky Nick. I was excited to start a new bartending job, new place, new people, good tips. What I did not expect was to be confronted with a poop surprise. First shift on the first night, somebody decided to smear their own bodily waste on the bathroom walls. It was horrific. Guess who the team made clean it up?
New guy.
I was the new guy.
No.
Dude.
While everyone else was making drinks and chatting up customers, I'm in the men's room with gloves, bleach, and a bad attitude. And that's from Stinky Nick.
Oh,
That
poor
might
Nick.
make me quit.
Yeah.
Like, that
again,
might.
I would have walked in, gave it the peace sign, and walked out.
Later, poo.
Same thing.
Later, poo.
Did you have a bad first week on the job or a bad interview? 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. How about you two? Anything?
I did. I'll tell you about my first day on the job. In high school, I worked at Chick-fil-A. So my senior year, there was one that opened up right by our house, and my parents were like, you should get a job. So I got there. Was part of the opening crew. It was fun. I enjoyed it for a high school job, and I went to college, and you can transfer. Like, they can just transfer you from one Chick-fil-A to the other.
Oh, nice.
But each Chick-fil-A is owned by a different person. So it's not just one conglomerate. It's a different franchise. And they all have different rules. So the other one I went to, I had just gotten literally very, very small tattoo on my arm. And I went to the interview with a long sleeve collared shirt on, obviously. They hired me on the spot right away. They were like, we love you. We want to, work with you. And like 3 hours into my first shift, they noticed the tattoo. I'll never forget it. My manager, Terry, shout out Terry. He saw that I had a tattoo, and he looks at me and he goes, that's a deal breaker, man. And I thought he was joking. I was like, oh my gosh, like very tiny religious tattoo.
It's a religious tattoo,
Chick-fil-A. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. Like, ha, ha, ha. And he brushes it off. He goes,
No,
like, we're going to have to let you go.
What?
And I look at him and I go, are you serious? He's like, we've had to let a lot of good people go because they have tattoos. And I go, well, then maybe you shouldn't let them go.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, sorry, man. It's a policy. And I got fired 3 hours into my very first shift at Chick-fil-A.
Because of a religious tattoo.
Because of a religious tattoo. And I thought they felt really bad for me because I did not work the hours that the paycheck gave me, but they gave me like an $800 paycheck because I think they're like, we're so sorry. Like, here you go.
Go get some more ink.
Get another tattoo.
I worked there for 3 hours and got fired my first day.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It was a funny story. So shout out Terry.
Do you know, is that still the policy there?
No, every Chick-fil-A that I go to now, I know they all have tattoos. And I actually went back to my old branch on like winter break and stuff during my college years.
Everyone's all tatted. It's like a Tokyo Joe's in there.
So I told my boss at the other one, that's so funny. I told my boss at the other one, and I was like, yeah, I got fired from the one up in Fort Collins because of my tattoos. And he goes, that's the dumbest rule I've ever heard. And I go, I know.
That's so silly.
Honestly, at this point, it's like everybody's so tatted and everything, you wouldn't find anybody to work for
They should fire you if you don't have tattoos.
Yeah.
You're a unicorn, like someone who doesn't
Yeah,
have
I don't
tattoos.
have anything.
You really are.
I'm ink-free.
Yeah.
Which is so funny that you say that because going back, I don't want to get rid of any of mine, but I think if I could redo it, I would not get any. Because it was such a phase, and it was the cool thing to do that everybody was like, get a tattoo, get a tattoo.
Okay.
And I don't hate mine, they're fine. But like, if I could go back again, I think it'd be really cool, almost a brag to be like, I don't have any.
Yeah.
Clean skin over
here.
here.
And that's where I'm at. I'm like, at this point,
I don't
I
have
feel
Hep
like
C.
I need
You're
to.
like,
yeah.
good.
Oh my God. Okay. Careful. I do know mine. I lasted about a week right around high school at a American Eagle.
Oh, you worked
about
there.
a week.
You worked at an American
Eagle.
You were one of those guys.
One of those guys.
Did you have like the seashell necklace and the spike hair?
Oh,
maybe, maybe
you
not.
Did. Was it bleached? I mean, you already have blonde hair, but was it
not.
like tips? Like, oh my God.
And I think that was just like an in-between jobs. I needed something to get by, and I got a job at American Eagle, and I lasted a week because one, they make you buy all their clothes to work there.
Yeah, and they're expensive.
Like
and
your
you
first
don't get a
few paychecks
discount.
are gone. Well, you do. At the time when I was working there, they gave you a discount, which will come up here in just a second. But the amount of folding and refolding I had to do, hells no.
Yeah, and it's a certain type of fold. Like they don't let you just sloppily put it on there. Like you have to take your time.
And then you do the entire, table, and then you turn around and turn back around, and somebody had been over there, and everything's unfolded again.
Yeah.
So that's all the job was folding for a week. Absolutely hated it. But because of that discount, before I quit, I did end up buying a bunch more American Eagle stuff and then quit. Just to get the employee discount. And
honestly, that's brilliant.
And then I bounced.
That's how you do it.
Gosh, everybody who's working that kind of retail, God bless you.
Hats off.
I did that at Sports Authority back before they closed down.
Yeah.
Folding.
Folding.
It's your whole
Oh,
day.
God. Katie, how about you?
Well, first of all, I just want to give a shout out to Zoe's boyfriend, Tyler, who just got a new job. He just had a job interview last week. I'm very proud of him. However, on his job interview, he locked his keys in the car and then had to Uber to his job interview to make sure he made it on time. I was very proud of him that he thought his way through that situation, though, because I was like, it could have been way worse. But he got the job.
Did he?
Yay, Tyler.
That's a good icebreaker, too.
It is.
Like, to show that you're dedicated and a problem solver.
And that's kind of what happened is he walked in and he's like, I had to get an Uber. I locked my keys in the car, but I didn't want to miss out on this. They're like, we like you.
Yeah,
we
this
like
kid
that
wants
you
to
just
be here.
did that. But then the one that sticks out to me the most didn't happen to me. It was one of my good friends, but she was trying to get a job at the radio station I worked at way back in the day, like one of my very first jobs. And she was coming to be an engineer. And in order to do that, this was before anything was legal to do in Colorado. So you had to take a drug test, right? So she had to take a drug test to get this job, and she was not going to pass it. So she went to what they call, I guess, a head shop, a place where you can get smoking accessories, including fake urine. So she was getting fake urine to pass this test that she needed. And what it is, it's a little like bottle of fake pee, and they use pig urine to, like, it is the closest to human urine, so they can't pick it up in a test. So this bottle of urine was pig urine, and she had to tape it to her leg to keep it warm. So she had it taped on her leg to keep it warm as she went into this test, and she was nervous. So she was trying to open the bottle, and she spilled this pig urine all over her pants. So then her pants were full of pig urine. Thankfully, she had a little bit left in the bottle to where she used it, and she passed the test. She got the job. And we became best friends. But
just a little sprinkle.
That story of her having to walk around with pig urine on her pants the rest of the day.
I just
piddled. I'm
I
sorry.
know. It's
You know,
so
somebody
gross.
smell bacon?
Oh my god.
The easier way to go about that, Katie, don't do drugs.
I don't do drugs.
That's probably
Don't
the
do
easiest
drugs.
way.
Don't do drugs, kids.
That's the moral of this
but
story.
yeah,
Don't
it's-
do drugs.
We're like a
Shoulda-
DARE program over here.
Exactly. I know, but how fun
I
is
had no
it?
idea it was pig urine.
We still talk about that to that. Remember that time you had pig pee on you?
That's an icebreaker right there.
That's awesome.
Pretty funny.
We have a call coming in. I'm wondering if this is... Hey, good morning, Mix. Who's this? Hey, is this... I'm just going to say it. Is this Kristen?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Kristen.
Kristen just texted and I wrote back and said, call us. Kristen, tell us your story about your first week on the job.
Well, I was like maybe 15, and I'm like super short. I'm like 4'11", and I literally can like not reach anything because they keep everything like super high up at Dairy Queen, and the like middle management were girls from the high school that did not like me. So I don't remember what excuse they gave me, but like they're like, sorry, like, you know, you're struggling, we have to let you go. And I'm just like, really? Like, do you not have step stools? Like, okay.
They're like, you can't reach the shelves. Sorry, Kristen.
Teeny tiny Kristen.
What?
Could you reach like the handles to do the ice cream? I feel like you could.
On her tippy
Yeah, I
toes.
could reach that.
But
like,
it's the
they had me,
cones.
like,
The cones
cooking
are
hot
above,
dogs.
right? The cones are way up high.
Oh.
That's like discrimination.
That is
Yeah,
discrimination.
you got to twist that in your favor, Kristen. Like, I'm not
Poor
short.
Kristen.
I'm fun
Free
size.
ice cream for the rest of
Yeah.
my life for getting
Exactly.
fired.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Dang, I'd never heard of that. That is crazy.
Thanks for the call, Kristen.
Yeah, thanks, Kristen.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye.
So they actually put her in the ice cream cone and took her out. Put her in the cup and
Cherry
took her
dipped
out.
Kristen right
Get out
there.
of here, Kristen. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with JKJ in the morning. Streaming live on YouTube. If you want to check us out, just search Mix 100 Denver on YouTube. It's all brought to you by Safeway. And don't forget, you can follow us on social media if you'd like. We've got a couple great social media pages, Facebook and Instagram. And believe it or not, Jeremy, Katy, Josh is how you find us on both of those. At Jeremy, Katy, Josh. We post a lot of fun pictures and videos and show content. In fact, if you go onto our Facebook and Instagram today, you might see a picture of me and SpongeBob SquarePants. Because I'm living my best life.
That's going to kill your throat.
I
dude.
know,
That
I gotta
would
be
stop.
careful.
Let me do it. That's why I was doing it.
I'm like super sick today, so I gotta be careful.
Oh, that's a great picture, though. Like
It
It's
is.
so cute.
the minute I saw you, I'm like, how is he making that happen? Like, I was so jealous.
I know people, Katy.
Apparently.
I know people.
Apparently.
Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram and Facebook. Hey, over the weekend, I was talking about how I watched a couple movies, and I also got caught up on the first season of White Lotus. I know I'm way behind, but finally wrapped it up. What a great little series that is.
It is.
It's
good.
just so different, isn't it?
It's a neat show, and I think what I like about it is a lot of those shows out there, I can kind of anticipate what's going to happen. I know what direction they're going before they tell us. I have no idea what's going on with White Lotus. It takes you on so many twists and turns.
It does.
It's like, just when I think I've got it figured out, well, hold on a second.
Wait, there's
I
more.
don't. Yeah,
Do you know what
so-
it reminded me of was, did you guys ever watch Black Mirror when it
Yes.
was really the
No.
rage?
Yeah.
So Black Mirror, every episode is different, but
Yeah.
it has like it has the same main characters, but every episode you don't have to watch it in order or anything like
okay.
that. So it's kind of like that, where White Lotus is, yes, it's the majority of the same characters, but it's always a different story for each season.
Yeah.
And that's
Okay.
what I like about it, because you really don't know where it's going.
No.
Mhm.
It's
In any
so
direction.
Shocking.
Really.
And it's
So-
like, I wrapped it up and I was kind of like, well, that's kind of pointless. It was kind of pointless, but yet somehow
is.
good.
It was very
like,
good.
this is pointless.
Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge is in it.
Love
Hilarious.
her.
mom.
I got to meet her at a club downtown once, probably, about 15 years ago now, but
No
she
way.
was the neatest person, and I just, all I wanted her to do was bend and snap.
And snap.
Just bend
gonna
and
break your
snap.
nose.
I know,
Careful.
but she doesn't like to do that, by the way.
Oh,
I just
I'm
wanted
sh-
to
oh,
let
did
I
you
bet she's
she
like,
needs to
no,
meet
that
her.
was no.
That's probably not what you ask her to do.
No,
So, but she was
absolutely
super,
not.
super nice. And she's so tall. She's really
Is she big lady?
very tall.
Or tall lady, I guess
just
I should
tall,
say.
a tall blonde, statuesque. I love her.
Well, apparently the dudes love her because this story out this morning, Jennifer Coolidge was doing an interview and she says she gets more real life action, if you know what I mean, from the White Lotus than she did from American Pie.
which is crazy. She was Stifler's
What?
mom.
I know, she was like hot mom.
People
Yeah.
wanted to do Stifler's
MILF.
mom. That's where that term
That's
comes
really
from,
where
right?
MILF kinda came
My
from,
gosh.
yeah.
That's right.
That shocks me that
She's
White
saying,
Lotus gets her more.
No, all the gentlemen like her in White Lotus. And
Well, would you look at that?
would you
She's
look
just-
at that?
She's got a bubbly personality.
I know.
And I
love
like
that.
it.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, get you some, Jennifer
Get
Coolidge.
you some, girl.
Good for her. She's like dang near 70,
I know.
which is
she really?
insane.
Yes. It's just, she blows my mind.
All right. Well,
Love her.
I recommend it if you haven't watched
Yeah,
it.
63, so close.
All right.
It's not almost
Rounding
70, Josh.
Okay,
She'll
she's
be there
older
soon.
than I thought.
round
She'll be there
down.
soon.
She'll be there before you, Katy.
Coming up, we've got a trending report, very local trending report. We'll talk about a big band coming to town. Everybody's all excited. Mostly Josh, but it's
yeah.
a big
I'm
band.
pumped.
He is pumped.
It's a big
Wait,
band.
does that shock you?
No,
no.
not me.
Well, now
No.
I feel sad.
No. We'll do that and more coming up in the trending report right now. Let's see what's going on with traffic. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us on a fun Friday. It's JKJ. If you want to watch us live on YouTube, you can. Just search Mix 100 Denver. We've got a live stream growing, brought to you by our partners at Safeway. And you're going to want to stick around after the trending report because we're going to throw open the lines and let you guys know how you can come in and hang out with us tomorrow. And hopefully I'm not sick tomorrow because I feel like ours today.
Shake it off,
everybody.
Jer. Shake it off.
I'll be standing in the corner while everybody else is having fun tomorrow. But stick around. We'll tell you how to get here to Mix 100 Studios and hang out with the entire crew here in just a bit. We do have a trending report. Can I play you guys a little piece of audio first?
Of course you can.
Y'all familiar with Billy Ray Cyrus?
Heard of him?
Billy Ray. Listen to his new song here. He sounds a little like me today with my phlegmy throat,
Dude,
doesn't he?
What?
That's a song.
He
Yeah.
wasn't
Like
really.
that
Just a snippet of it.
qualifies as
honestly,
music.
I kind of like it the second time I heard
No,
it.
wasn't-
I don't.
I kind of like it.
really good to begin with. I mean, Achy Breaky Heart was all right.
Oh no, he put it to the limit with Achy Breaky Heart. Like
Yeah,
that
but,
was
like, it's not like his- it's not
There's
because of his
There
voice.
is
something about this, so it
dance
sounds a
and
little
everything.
unique now that I listen
Sounds
to
like
it
a
again.
stranger whispering over your
Yeah,
shoulder.
I don't like it. It
I
sounds like
hate
a
that.
bad dream.
Hey, I got
like, it
candy
does.
in my pocket.
Yeah.
Put your hand in my pocket and
Also,
get that
like-
the line,
candy.
the future ain't the
Public
past.
service
yeah.
announcement. Like, is this who you should avoid at all costs? This guy.
Come on now. He's a cowboy.
Sounds like a don't smoke commercial.
He's hardened.
I know. Yeah. Like,
oh.
oh,
I don't
that's
know.
awful.
I'm not mad at it.
No, you're crazy.
I'm
That's
pissed.
an awful
I'm
song.
pissed.
Yeah, it
I
makes
gotta
me
listen
mad.
to the whole song.
That song makes me mad. It's a good way to put
Okay,
it.
I'm
Josh.
sorry. Jeez, I didn't mean to make you
like
so
it.
mad,
It's
Katie.
just it's not
I
his
don't
best
like
work.
it.
I'm sure
All right.
he's fine though. He's
Well,
got a lot of money.
Anyway, it's out this morning and everyone's like, this is dumb.
It is dumb. They're right.
Except for Jeremy.
Except me. It's kind of growing on me.
Biggest fan over
This
here.
is kind of dumb. And how about George Foreman over the weekend, passing
Oh,
away?
may he rest.
Dude was 76. No word of the cause of the death as of this morning. At least I haven't seen anything. Had 12 children. All 5 sons were named George.
George, yeah.
The rest girls. One of the girls was named Georgetta.
I was going to say, there was this one version of
One.
George for the women as well. I knew that.
Yeah, but may he rest. Iconic boxer. Dude was a bad mamma jamma.
He had a great grill.
68
And a heck of a
knockouts.
grill.
And
A
heck of a grill.
I love that George Foreman grill.
And you think of him as kind of the older, fluffier George Foreman,
Yeah, the
I
foodie.
was looking at pictures of him from his boxing career.
Oh,
Dude
yeah.
was jacked.
He was
right?
a big, fierce fighter. Like he was
Yeah.
much bigger than like even Muhammad Ali. Bigger, like weight wise,
Yeah.
stronger, and like he had some bouts back
And he
in
was
the day,
cut.
man.
Like his
Yes.
muscles were like,
Yeah.
whoo-hoo.
Not want to get in a fight
Yeah.
with that man.
No.
No,
Yeah.
heavens
So
no.
rest in peace, Mr. George Foreman. All right, what's going on locally, Katie?
Oh, well, I'm sure you've seen the video rolling around right now. It's a man who is stealing a package off of a porch. We've seen this before, happen in Centennial. But the thing that makes this one so interesting is this guy's got a kid with him. He has a
what a
kid
punk.
with him as he approaches the porch, steals the package, and then you can hear the kid saying, "You're stealing them, though." So I don't know if the person was saying, "I'm going to blame this on you," or
Yeah,
if
what?
they catch me, it's your fault. But the kid's reaction is very loud, and he says, "You're stealing them, though." So even the kid knows it's wrong, obviously, in the video. But one of the most sad parts about it here is that the person whose package they stole were young parents who are expecting their first child, and what was in that package was a gift for the baby. So everybody
That's
is just
horrible.
like, this whole story is just very sad. This young family moved to this area because they're like, we liked the score, the safety score. We thought it was safe, and now they've got people stealing packages off their porch. But
With their
again,
kid.
What do you think
with
the baby
kid,
ordered?
Probably some wipe warmers, right?
Is
Isn't
that a
what
thing?
we decided?
I am childless, so I don't understand.
Wipe
It's
warmer?
Yeah, that's a
warmers?
thing, buddy.
Those are cold.
Yeah, you don't
You
want
know,
a
It's
cold
a
wipe.
child. You'll never remember it.
Oh,
Who
they'll
cares?
freak out.
You don't
They'll
want
start
to
crying.
If you ever change a baby's diaper, just know if you don't have a wipe warmer, you need to Warm that up in your hands.
That's
you do
a
that with
real
the butt.
thing?
You would
You
do that on
no,
the
no,
butt.
no, no, no. You do it to the
You'd
wipe.
think the cooling effect would feel wonderful.
No, they don't like
No,
it.
you
It
did
scares
anything
them.
you can do to avoid a crying baby.
You
so.
don't want to make that baby
I
cry.
truly did not know a warm wipe. What do
A
you
wipe
call it?
warmer. It's a little thing, and you take the package of wipes and you put it in there.
Yeah.
And then you pull them out from the top like normal, but it warms it up.
I don't
Yeah.
want kids.
You want to be the one to tell them about the diaper genie?
I do know that. Okay, I had
So we
four
never
siblings.
use the diaper genie because
No,
the
it's
diaper genie is
silly.
disgusting.
I had
It's so
four
dumb.
siblings.
It
I remember
smells
that.
so bad.
That's the one where it's just a diaper or a trash bag for diapers.
Yeah, kind of.
Essentially,
Yeah.
yeah. We always just took it right outside to the
I know.
trash.
That's
It's like,
that's what I did too.
Now
You
my
don't want that
parents
in the
did make
house.
me do that. I had to take the trash bag of diapers out, and I
Yeah.
hated that.
Yeah,
This one's
but
smelly.
They are still looking for this guy, by the way. So I'm sure you've seen this video again floating around the news stations. If you know who that guy is, you might want to tell the police they're still looking for him. But
The
yeah,
police.
the police. Hey, how about this really good story coming out about I-70? I loved this because
I love I-70
well,
stories.
We were talking about how when I-70 gets shut down, if
Yeah.
there's an accident involving a big rig or something, the mountain towns up there and even the people on the other side of the mountain, they're losing out on a lot of money. So people have been trying to think of a way to alleviate that. And Brad Swartzwelter, he's old
such a good guy.
He really is. He is a longtime train conductor, and he actually helped create the Winter Park train. So he has a really good idea
Old
about
Brad
what they can
Sweltzwalter.
do with semis. You just take those semis, and you've got two dock stations, one in Denver, one in Grand Junction, depending on what side of the mountain you're coming from. His idea is you put this semi onto a train, and the train then carries upwards of 18 to 20 semis across the mountain range. The driver of that semi gets to go hang out in the back, take a nice long nap, get caught up on his Z's, and then when they get to the other side of the mountain,
I think I can.
Yes, when they get to the other side of the mountain, they can wake up, get back in their big 18-wheeler,
Get back in
and
the rig.
be on their way.
Like Billy Ray.
I love it. Takes about 9 hours to get from one side of the mountain to the other in this case, and the biggest expense would be those two little truck and train terminals on either side, about 300. Why are you making it louder? Let me tell my story. Oh my gosh. Like,
Katie's like, and then
I've
the truck.
got a story to tell.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
I think it really is
really
too.
good
It really
idea.
It's a really good idea.
Imagine I-70 with no trucks on it. I mean, would you not just feel safer right off the
You
bat?
would.
Well, as a
And-
truck driver too, you
Yes.
lose your brakes.
Yes.
And, oh yeah.
There's so many good things about this story. And so they're honestly talking about the biggest expense will be those, train terminals on either side. But this would pay for itself in a matter of years because it's millions of dollars that they lose out on when I-70 gets closed. And even this winter season alone, that's happened, like 4 or 5 times?
Oh my gosh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, we could see this happening in the next couple years. For one, I'm all for it. I'd like to see this happen. Hey, how about the man who won $1 million on St. Patrick's Day? We talked about this last week. He won
Luck of
it
the
down in
Irish.
Pueblo. Yeah, and it's awesome. Like, that's a lot of money for somebody to win. But here's the thing. Colorado's been very lucky as of late. 4 other people were big winners in the Centennial State. So one person in Denver won $2 million on March 19th. Someone in Longmont won 100 G's. And the week before that, there was a $1 million in Loveland, $1 million winner in Loveland, and then a $100,000 winner in Rangeley. So all over Colorado, people are winning the lottery. I want to go buy a ticket.
That's great.
It's usually
a lot of money.
It's usually over on the East Coast. Everybody wins, right? Like we never hear about big winners in Colorado. So
How much
I
would you
love-
have to win to never show up again?
It'd have to be a lot of money.
More than $1 million. You got to win
Way
the
more.
Powerball for
Yeah,
that, where it's
we're
like 600
talking-
million or whatever.
Exactly.
I would
Like,
literally send you a text, both you guys, the little flipping the bird emoji.
No.
And never come back.
But then a heart emoji after that, right?
Yeah, sure. And then you'd see your Venmo accounts come up with like 1.2, and
Yes.
you'd be happy.
Yeah.
That'd be
And
pretty good.
You would put some money in there?
Are you
That's
kidding
nice
me?
of you.
With you guys? Yes.
Oh,
I'm not. If I were to
Josh.
win like 300 million, I would, dude, 10 mil each, and just be like, hey, go live your lives, have fun.
I love
That's
Josh.
awfully nice
Would
of you.
you give us money, Jeremy?
Yeah, of course I would.
Oh, would
10
you?
bucks.
I would.
Go knock yourself out with a
As
couple
a
coffees.
Chick-fil-A, you can go
Sweet.
large on that number one.
You go ahead and supersize
No, are you kidding? I would be
that.
like, enjoy a year off or something. Like, dude, like, I'm not coming into work, so I'd
Yeah.
be like, you guys.
I'd share
I'd
the
be
love.
done.
I'd share the love
yeah,
for
I'd be
sure.
done.
And
Yeah,
spread
I'd
it
be out.
around. How about this one? Okay, so a couple teenagers were rescued from Roxborough State Park using drones. drones. So this happened over the weekend, and a couple of teenagers were out exploring Roxborough State Park. They got lost, couldn't find their way back, and it was really, really windy that night. So what they did is they called 911. They stayed in the same place. The deputies and the people who were searching said these kids did everything right except getting lost. But it was really windy, so that kind of made operations last like 2.5 hours. But it was with the help of drones that they were able to find these two kids, help the rescuers get to them, and then lead them back to safety.
Nice.
If it wasn't for the drones, who knows what would have happened here? Like, this is one
Where
of
were
the
they?
reasons.
Roxborough?
The Roxborough State Park. So
Which is
yeah,
beautiful.
right by
but
you
I've
guys.
been there. I've been there 100 times.
Yeah.
It's
And
right by
it's way
Chatfield,
back
right?
there
How
by
old
the
were these
South.
kids?
They were teenagers. They were like 16 years old.
You can
Who
get
knows
lost
what could have
back there.
happened?
Well,
yeah.
You just walk out.
No, they
it's
were
pretty
lost.
deep. It's pretty deep
You
back
get
there.
deep in there. I mean, and you
And
can
there's
turn
zero
around.
cell service.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There is nothing.
There's a golf course down there. You just
There
walk
is a
out on
golf
the golf
course, yes, but
do
they
like the
couldn't
golf
find
course.
any of that. And so,
That's scary.
And rather than looking, because that's the thing, is a lot of people are like, well, I'll just keep looking for that golf course, right? And that's when you really get lost. So these deputies are saying these two teens did everything right, and they are safe and sound.
Hug
now.
a tree,
But
right? Isn't that
Hug
what
a
they always
tree,
say? You hug a tree.
indeed.
There you go.
And the big news, the Jonas Brothers concert that was announced yesterday. Jonas 20 Living the Dream is happening October 2nd at Ball Arena. But yeah, they had their last show here in 2023. And I remember that when they played all 5 of their albums back to back to back to back.
It was kind of their era's tour.
It was.
essentially.
It was. And they made a big deal of that. They're like one night only, but they did it all over the country. So it was a bunch of nights only. But this one, 20 Living the Dream, they have been around for 20 years.
They're getting old.
I know you guys kind of
Getting up
scoff.
there.
They are, but I know you guys kind of scoff at my excitement for this. But like
It's
their new
cute.
music. So John Bellion is one of my favorite artists. He's an artist that does a bunch of music for every artist out there, and he writes a lot of his music with them. And so their music has this new vibe and type of style that I love, and I know
Okay.
they're the Joe Bros, but their music's really good.
Hey, if it's music you grew up with, then it's nostalgia for you.
It is
so
a lot of
Exactly.
nostalgia
That's why you're
too.
into it.
I love
Yeah.
it.
That's why I like Pearl Jam.
See, yeah,
Two
it's
totally different bands.
I know, right?
Very
These are
different styles of music.
two
but Pearl
different
Jam's
stories.
great
Totally
too.
different things.
I love Pearl Jam.
I'm glad that you're
music,
so
yeah.
excited about this. It's cute.
I will be going, and I have no shame.
Got your Jonas
There's
Brothers
a
T-shirt on.
lot-
I will
and-
absolutely.
Again, if you go out there and say, hey, the Jonas Brothers are coming to town, I guarantee you somebody's going to scream.
Girls and Josh
Somebody's
will
gonna
go
scream.
nuts.
Give me a
Somebody-
scream, Josh. Go.
The Joe Bros! I love you, Nick.
I'm a Joe guy. I like Joe.
You
He's
like
a stud.
Joe,
He's
huh?
a stud. I like Kevin
Yeah,
too.
Joe. I mean,
They're
Kevin
great.
is the older one, right?
He's the more mature,
lesser
older
known.
one. Yeah. Well, they have a
one.
fourth brother, Frankie.
They do. Frankie.
Frankie.
Jonas. I
Frankie.
told Josh, I was like, you could be a Jonas brother.
I'm the
Like, you've
fifth.
got the look, you know how to
Long
sing.
lost.
Like, you
Yeah.
could totally be part of their crew.
I'm the fifth Joe bro.
Yeah, Josh Jonas.
Oh my gosh, it works too.
Gosh, it works.
What the heck?
I got a little bit of their new album. You want to hear it?
Yes. Oh no! I was so excited. I hate you.
Jonas. That's right, coming to town. Gonna be a
their-
ball
It's them
arena.
Joe Bros.
That's their 50
Joe
reunion right
Bro.
there.
That's their future right there, man.
Jeez.
Can't wait to see y'all in Denver.
Oh my gosh.
Bad, man. Well, I feel bad for Billy Ray. Like,
Wow, Joe, you've changed.
So funny.
Yeah.
jeez.
All right, speaking of live music, here's what's going on tomorrow at the radio station. We've got this dude coming in. His name's Mark Shabilia.
Sibilia.
That's right. Big on the socials. I follow this guy on Instagram. He's so good.
Talented.
So good. Very talented guy. He can play like every instrument in the book. Well, he's coming to town. He's sold out the Bluebird, and Big Rob is getting him here at the radio station. So instead of doing like a JKJ happy hour, we're going to do like a Jeremy, Katy, Josh brunch here at the radio station. We've got a
Yeah.
bunch of people coming in. We've been getting people on last Thursday and Friday and now today. So here's the deal. If you can be down at the radio station tomorrow morning at about 11 o'clock, we want you to call right now, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. I think we have 3 open slots
Three
left.
open slots. Yep.
It's you and a plus one. You and a plus one. You get to come see Mark perform. You get to come see the radio station. You get to hang out with us. We'll give you a little tour. We'll do some selfies. We'll just have a heck of a time. Brothers Barbecue is going to be down here at the station catering.
It's a barbecue brunch.
It's a barbecue brunch. Do I have any Mark? I do. You want a little taste of him?
Yes,
Yes, please.
He's way better than Billy Ray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's really good.
Ah,
He makes that folky style,
He
like
does. I love it,
He
man.
happy
does.
music, summer songs.
Mm. So he's really good. We're excited to have him come down to the station. So only one requirement. You have to be able to be down here in Lone Tree tomorrow at 11. You can't call in right now. We'll get you on the list and then you don't show up.
yeah.
So it's for you and a +1 tomorrow at 11 o'clock, 303-691-1Mix, 303-691-1649 to come hang out here at the Mix 100 station with JKJ for a little brunch. And you get to probably meet Big Rob and Nina, and I don't know if Synergy will be here, but it'll be a good time. Very unique. So call now if you can come, 303-691-1649. All right, see what's going on with traffic. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, Josh in the morning. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Monday show. I know a lot of kiddos will be back tomorrow as spring break wraps up. I had learned just last night that my kids had today off. I was like, what?
I was going to say, wasn't last week spring break?
Yeah, it was. But I
It's
guess they
also
need
this
one
week.
extra day.
One more day. They needed a vacation from the vacation.
Yes.
They needed a buffer day to
I was
get
like-
back into the swing
I was talking
of
about
things.
it to them last night. I was like, well, you're going back to school tomorrow. Get to bed, on a decent time. And they're like, we don't have school tomorrow. I was like, what?
Don't lie to your father.
What? Nicole's like, it's true.
Oh my gosh.
Go to school.
That has to be the worst news
So
as
annoying.
a parent. And last minute, you're like,
I know.
wait a second, what?
I know. And they've got another day coming up here next month, and they've only got like 2 months left in school. I was like,
know.
go,
And then
go
it's
learn something.
Summer already.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going on. Did you guys see that Snow White just tanked at the box office?
Saw that.
The live action Snow White.
Yes.
Everyone's saying it sucks.
Yeah, well, and
Sucks.
people have been saying that leading up to the release. I know people are upset with the person who was cast to play Snow White, but that's just, people like to be upset about things, so I figured that was why.
And
but
the CGI dwarves.
yeah,
I guess?
I mean, there's so many things surrounding this movie that make people upset.
Do we just not have imagination anymore? Like, what's with the constant remakes? Like the live action Lion King a few years ago, all
Yeah.
that stuff. Like, make a new movie.
Yeah.
Why are we remaking everything?
Well, I like
Some
the
of them are
idea.
good.
Yeah, making it live action, I like
Who
the
cares?
idea.
It's a
but
cartoon. The Seven Dwarves should be a cartoon.
yeah,
It should not be a remake of a live action. Like, why? Who cares?
Live action Lion King was pretty good.
it was.
Oh, that is the dumbest
I
thing ever.
like-
They're talking lions.
It's pretty
I thought
good,
it was
though.
a neat twist on our classics, though, because I grew up watching The Lion King, the normal Lion King. I grew up watching
Mufasa.
Snow White, Cinderella, all these.
So I might lose my
movies.
man card, but we watched the live action Cinderella this weekend.
Did you? And it was probably
came out like in
awesome.
2015.
Yes, like
It was pretty good.
I like how they're taking our childhood and making it real life. That's kind of the
Yeah.
way I looked at it. So it was very nostalgic to me, and I dug it. But
But
yeah,
this one, I guess, is a big old stinker.
I've heard
it's really bad.
that they didn't make it well.
They took
That's
a
the
bunch
thing.
of creative liberties, I guess, we'll just keep it there.
Yeah.
And didn't really follow the original story, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So everyone's mad about that.
Well,
too.
you have to follow the original story.
You have to.
Do you remember Beauty and the Beast? I remember when everybody was upset about Hermione playing
Yeah.
Belle, you
Yeah.
know, and everybody
Right.
was really upset about that. I watched that movie and I loved her. I was like, she can be my Belle any day of the week. Like, I thought she did a great job. So I think it's
I
just-
said the same thing.
yeah, it's people's opinions. It is. It's everybody's opinion.
Jeremy
and,
was like, "That was my
we all
thought
have
exactly."
different ones. So I don't know.
The best
I mean,
cartoon turned live action, Ninja Turtles, all day long.
all
Come on
day,
now.
Ninja-
all day long.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant.
Turtles in a half shell.
Turtle power.
yeah, Josh.
Here's
I
something
don't
that
know.
you.
That's not my thing.
That's all right. We're
Sorry.
moving on. Here's something that you should not be doing: taking out a loan for a burrito.
Oh.
DoorDash and some sort of credit company are teaming up to give customers the option to pay per food, the delivery in installments.
Oh my.
You can pay in full or pay in 4 installments now, or postpone payments to a more convenient time, like payday. They said.
Yeah.
Orders are interest free if paid off in the 4 equal installments.
See?
But
That's
you know how
good.
many people are going to push this off and get hit with all the interest on their burrito?
22% interest
It's a
on your
$45 burrito.
Right, and that's what's going to happen. Your $12 burrito will turn into $45.
It totally sounds like something I do, though.
Katie.
It does. It totally does.
What is that? I'll pay you for a burger now, or I'll eat a burger now that I'll gladly pay for on Tuesday, or
That's
something
right.
like
That's
that.
old school. What was
it's
that?
old. It's Popeye.
Popeye, yep.
Yeah.
Dave Ramsey is shaking his head at you.
I
right now,
know.
Katie.
He's like, no, no,
He's
no,
like,
no, no.
Don't borrow a burrito. Don't do it.
4 equal payments. This burrito could
No
be yours.
interest. Guac free.
Denver's best music, Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. That's not the music that I wanted at all. That is not the one I
a good
wanted.
one.
It's pretty
I
good, though.
liked it.
This is the one I
There
wanted.
it is.
That's it. That's our goodbye one.
I was like, that means it's the end of the show.
It is in now. We are done here. I'm going to go home and get
You
all
gotta
hopped
sleep.
up on cold meds and take a nap.
Take some NyQuil. And
Sleep it off.
How much
Do
can,
it
can you
to it.
can you drink half a bottle? Is that frowned
You
upon?
could do the whole thing probably once.
You're
but
going to be tripping. Like, literally
awesome.
tripping.
You'll see noises.
You're going to be seeing stuff.
I can taste colors, man. I can
Ooh.
taste the colors.
And you were there, and you were there.
I know. Big Rob actually sent me a message. He's like, make sure you wipe down the studio with Lysol wipes before you leave. I was
Yeah.
like, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lots
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Oh, wipe me down, too.
I know,
'cause
I'm
I've
sorry,
been
you
sitting in here
guys.
I'm gonna go
with you.
shower.
I'm sorry. I've been trying to breathe in a different direction today. Speaking of Big Rob, he will be in, and he's going to start his commercial-free hour and a half, 2 hours?
Hour and an hour.
4 hours of commercial-free,
Yeah.
starting at 11:30 today.
It's all
Do you
the
know what it
hours.
is?
It's an hour.
It is 90
An hour,
minutes
90
of
minutes.
commercial-free
90 minutes!
music. I was waiting for you guys to figure it out. But yeah, 90
He's
minutes.
just staring at me.
We're in radio because
Say
math
it.
isn't our strong suit.
Tell me what it is,
6
woman.
hours commercial-free, starting at 11:30 with Big Rob. Hey, if you guys missed any part of the show today, be thankful. No, I'm joking. Where can people find our podcast, Josh?
You can just go to mix100.com. There's a link right there on the homepage. Or anywhere else you get your favorite pods, just search Jeremy, Katy, and Josh.
All right, I got one final story for you before we get the heck out of here. Let's talk about stubbing your toe and cussing. Story here says about 75% of Americans use potty language when they stub their toe or
Yeah.
experience abrupt physical pain, according to a new poll. Is that where you guys are?
I say the
Son of a
naughtiest
biscuit.
The naughtiest thing you can think of, that's what I say.
I'm
it's
with you.
bad.
I say horrible things
It's a
if I
bad
stub
thing,
my toe.
I say.
I don't remember
Josh?
the last time I've stubbed my toe.
Well, like
When did
any
you
sort of
hurt?
pain.
Yeah, you run into
I don't
something.
think so. I think I try not to. I
Some
think I
chick
try, I'm
breaking
like,
up with
"Oh,
you again?"
Frick. Like I say those ones. Like the other ones. Did you? I just registered what you said.
Some girl broke up with it.
Oh, darn it.
Abrupt pain.
No,
abrupt
shut.
pain.
No, you know what I said the other day? I said I heard something and I was like, "Oh, that's a Lego to the foot." And that's like that's
pretty
what I
good.
said.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I was like, that felt like a Lego to the
That
foot.
sounds like you and your family because 1 in 6 people say swearing in public is never acceptable, even if you're in pain or at home. Never acceptable.
in front of the children.
That sounds like something that your mom would say,
My
right?
parents
Yeah.
had
Your
5
mom's
kids,
very
buddy. They weren't
nice.
cursing. Yeah. And I knew that when they did, I was in trouble.
Oh, I bet.
Oh,
Oh.
my gosh.
Those are sinful words, Mother. Sinful
when
words.
Zoe was little, it was son of a monkey's uncle. That was it. That's
funny.
what we said.
That's good.
That's ridiculous.
It's because it's ridiculous and
It
it makes
is.
you giggle. So
It is.
That's it.
It's
We're going to get
okay.
the F out of here. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow morning. We're Jeremy,
Bye.
Katy, Josh, Denver's Mix 100.
See ya.